I'm a trendsetter, I'm squasher, bandana, band getting, top shotter, pan sagging gang member, from rock bottom, the plan wooden waist ritter. These bitches love me cause I know that I'm a trendsetter, I'm squasher, bandana, band getting, top shotter, pan sagging gang member, from rock bottom, the plan wooden waist ritter. These bitches love me cause I know that I'm a laugh to the bank with a man, damn pack, yeah, and turn a stone's face to a mansion. Text her up, pussy like Phantom. Catch him at the crib, make him sit Chris Hansen, yeah. Addicted, better prayer, I ain't no predator. Yeah, I'm addicted to the sound of cash registers, yeah. I'm not coming round like predators. I cap cut pussies out of frame like an editor. Down here in bikini, where uppers go Houdini. You would think we press into the way that we've been leaning. She go suck and rub me up just like a genie. I'm a virgin off the white line, Charlie Sheen. Now these bitches getting moister and bullets heading critical. He's sweating like an oyster and left him looking clinical. Now Sprinty got a pointer, he'll tell you what he finna do is catch her up. Pussy stretchy mouth like a syllable. I'm a trendsetter, I'm squasher, band getting, top shotter, pan sagging gang member, from rock bottom, the plan wooden waist ritter. These bitches love me cause I know that I'm a trendsetter, I'm squasher, band getting, top shotter, pan sagging gang member, from rock bottom, the plan wooden waist ritter. These bitches love me cause I know that I'm a They love me cause I know that I'm not trend-setting, injetting, wap spinning, scheme setting, lamb wedding, fucking six limb kingpin from rock bottom. You wanted the fucking solo, there's the solo, straight from bikini. What are we thinking, swags?
Army boy, that shit was fucking gas. We're gonna turn this shit to a fucking mosh pit.
What is up, folks? It's another lovely Monday evening, afternoon, late evening, wherever you are. Maybe it's Monday morning, maybe it's Tuesday morning, like if you're Nick's over here in the chat. We also got Blue Collar Loser who's working. It's always appreciated when he listens to this while he's driving people around. I'll try to be on my best behavior. Fuck, shit, ass. No, I'm just kidding. And we got DJ Play Nice here and a couple lurkers. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are having a lovely late Monday night. I know what you're thinking. You're all thinking the same thing. What the hell is the Swan? Maybe you do know what it is and vaguely remember it. We're going to do this deep dive. It's not going to be too long of a show. I'm thinking like 2-3 hours. Not my typical runtime of 5 or 6 hours. I don't have that much to say about this show. And when I say not that much, I mean, like, for instance, remember when I did the MILF Manor stream? That was pretty rowdy. And it was one of those things where I decided to break up into pieces. You guys seem pretty invested in what the hell was going on with that craziness. I did want to talk about Love Island after I watched it, but there was too many hours and then too much time had passed since I watched it. And I was like, I definitely don't want to rewatch it and re-talk about it because it's terrible. And it's like, 50 hours for one season or some nonsense. It was pretty bad. But this show, Megan told me about it. She said, hey, I was watching something about worst television shows ever. And this is a thing called The Swan. And I only watched the first episode. And you're going to come down and we're going to watch this. And I was like, okay. And I don't think she realized what a beast she was going to create by showing me this show. I didn't think she realized, like, oh, I'm going to spend Monday night talking to my internet friends about the show you showed me while you sit in bed by yourself and watch stand-up comedy shorts. I'm going to talk about this. There's so much to say. But before we do, Blue Collar says, Monday nights are kind of slow, but still money. Yeah, money Mondays. DJ Play Nice knows who Glorb is. So a man of culture, I said. Blue Collar says, speaking of culture, a new comments for the Nave video is up too. Ha, ha, ha. I know you mentioned this. Should I just go ahead and get that out of the way? It's like your new favorite form of entertainment. But what's interesting is you fail to realize, like, this is a trend across Twitter. So you could look at a lot of young girls trying to be funny, and the comments are filled with weird, sick people like this. Let's see here. She removed her comments, so feel free to share. Let's see here. Goddess Neve. Goodness, Neve, that sure tickled my funny bone. Make me snort leftover Sour Patch Kids sugar while relentlessly pegging me to Jingle Bell Rock. This is from 10 hours ago. This is men. I guess I'll share my screen if you don't know what I'm talking about. Everything's inside jokes here, and I forget that sometimes there's new people joining us. You got a young lady named Neve. Yeah, let's go ahead. Do I got audio on? Let's see how loud this crap is. This might be really loud.
Guess that makes me a web browser.
Oh God. You already had heard the punchline. Do you need to hear the setup? She's a spider looking for a new house. Is that the setup?
I like looking for spiders. I guess.
She's a web browser. That's cute. But yeah, in case you guys don't know, Blue Collar loves it when the comments section are filled with things like, what a funny and insightful joke. Weld my flaps together and force me to drink Baja Blast. I heart emoji. Adam, a.k.a. Willie, says, lol, now peg me till my colon looks like Liam Payne's spine. All right, I think that's enough. I think we get it, Blue. You're a sick man. If you're a sick man, you're going to love this show. And I'm not talking about the Swan. I'm talking about this show, Stupenzocast, where I talk about the Swan. We're going to dive deep into the Swan beauty pageant. This show is from 2004, and it was declared, I think Entertainment Weekly called it the worst reality show of all time. Like, they had a list. This was number one. What is shocking is this show has a second season from that same year. This season 1 aired in spring of 2004, and the second season aired around December of 2004. I have yet to watch the second season, and I don't really want to. I figured I will watch a highlight reel Or, if you guys want, I could, wrap it up shortly like I'm going to do tonight. Here's the beauty of the show. It is very repetitive and awful. And when I say awful, I mean, not only is it, it's not badly made, but it is, we talk about things that are problematic these days. That word gets thrown around loosely. We talk about shows that are shocking or offensive. This is legitimately all those things. Like, we're talking about problematic television shows. This is like, yeah, there's a problem here. There's a big fucking problem with this show. Well, of course, it's because she's so awkward, Enzo, says Blue Collar Loser. Talking about Nev still. If you're so in love with her, dude. I'm just kidding. I want you to find me some other comments under different videos. I think you're gonna lose your appeal for Instagram once you realize how widespread that phenomenon is on Instagram comment section. By far, the Instagram comment section is the most ruthless and hardcore place I've ever imagined. It's definitely more racy and offensive than Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it. It's worse than a lot of Discord servers I've been in, and I've been in some ones that should be shut down by the FBI. A bunch of children smoking meth on Discord. That's weird. Hanging out on the computer, trying to nerd out with adults. It's like, sir, get out, you child. Find your parents. What are you doing? What are you doing up at this hour? The pandemic was a wild time, man. Yeah. But what's even interesting is 16 years before the wild times of the pandemic. This is in 2004. I was a senior in high school. I graduated, I guess, that year. Yeah. And this is the same movie that Seed of Chucky had came out. Team America. What else was popular around this time? White Chicks. The Girl Next Door. Sideways. That was a good one that year. The Terminal. That's a fun one. It's a corny Steven Spielberg, Tom Hanks movie, but I like it. Yeah. Spanglish, Soul Plane, Mean Girls. This is like the beginning of the end. You know what I mean? This is like where I started noticing. I think we peaked a couple years back. 99, 2000, 2001, 2002 were great. 2003, 2004 is where we start seeing like the MTV-ication of everything. The reality TV shows are spreading like a virus. The Osbournes, all these other things are like peak television right now. A very, very strange time. This show is called The Swan, and it's on Fox, and it's a beauty pageant, guys. If you don't know, basically what happens is there's it's a pretty negative show. I'm gonna explain this to you, and you're gonna think I'm joking. This is what's really crazy about the show. It's safe for YouTube. And when I say it's safe for YouTube, I downloaded the first and last episodes of this show and uploaded it to YouTube to see copyright anything. There's no issues, allegedly. This show might get taken down later after the fact, manually, maybe. I'm still going to play within the confines of fair use to a certain degree, but it seems like I can get away with showing a lot of the show. The thing is, we're not going to binge the whole show. The show's repetitive as hell. Really, you only need to see the first episode and the last episode. And this is true with a lot of terrible shows, serialized shows. This show's a reality show, so it makes sense. But like, I'm talking like there are scripted like drama series right now out there that you could watch the first and last episode and not really miss anything. I think we talked about this Blue Collar with what was the flying World War II show, Band of Brothers. We watched with you talked about it with Critical Drinker and Lance and History Bro. What was that? I can't remember what that show was called. But yeah, you can watch some of these shows just first and last episode and get the whole gist. So I think that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to bring up the very first episode. I'm going to try to show as much of this intro as possible and let the show do the explaining for you, because I did talk about it with Boosh last night after the show ended. I kind of briefly told him he didn't, I don't think he believed me or understood at first. And it was only until I pulled it up and showed him like this opening scene, he was like, holy hell. And to be fair, that's what happened to me when I watched this opening show. You're going to be like shocked. You're going to be dumbfounded. You're going to be flabbergasted. Okay. And if you do know what this show is, please shout it out. Let's know. Let's hear it. I did have a buddy, Ben. He knew what the show was. He's like, is that the one where? Yes, it is. It's the one where it's a beauty pageant where they take ugly people, ugly girls with low self-esteem, and a team of doctors and physicians and plastic surgeons and dentists and psychiatrists and health trainers, physical trainers, and health dietitians. A whole team of these scientists basically take this woman and just do a number on her. I'm talking they all get facelifts, ass lifts, titty implants, veneers, liposuction. They get all this done in a day. Then they got to spend 3 months getting better. And it's basically like, holy shit. Literally like a Dr. Moreau's type science experiment of like literally engineer hot women out of conventionally unattractive ladies. And the show's extremely shallow and narcissistic. And the whole premise is beauty makes your whole life better. And beauty can be bought and purchased. That's something that I really was blown away by the show. Is definitely like how far plastic surgery has gone. Like we all see the botches, right? We all see the horrific, the people who have aged terribly and got awful plastic surgery. We don't see the ugly people who are young and get plastic surgery when they're young and they totally look great. Like you look like a normal person now. That's what plastic surgery should be used for. So that's kind of the gist of this show. Here it is. You got to see it to believe it. Let me go ahead and play a little bit of this. What's the age range? I think it's like everything from late 20s to 40. I think 40 is the oldest, and I think maybe mid to late 20s has to be the youngest. Mostly a lot of 30-year-olds, you know, a lot of MILFs. Or actually MILFs I wouldn't like to fuck, you know, and we're going to take that W off the abbreviation. That's the whole point of the show. It's strange.
In the most unique competition ever.
Now, you're not imagining that. The audio is terrible. The only place you could find the show right now is on the Internet Archive for free. Just watch it. But the audio is super low. Pictures obviously crap. But it's so baffling that nobody else has thought to upload this show on YouTube already. So I'm thinking it might not be safe for YouTube. But I don't think the stream's going to get shut down at the very least. I'll probably get a claim after the fact that I can dispute and be okay with. First of all, if you want to claim this show, if you want to say you own this show, I fucking dare you. I want a written letter saying, hey, this is Fox and we claim ownership of this. We want to protect the Swan. I'm going to go to the news. All right. I'm going to go to the media and be like, what the hell's wrong with Fox News defending this shit in this day and age? I'm going to literally try to cancel Fox News if they try, or Fox Broadcasting, excuse me, if they try to claim this. DJ Play Nice says the plastic surgery is going to revert to UGA in 15, 20 years. Here's the thing. Spoilers. After the show was over, we did look up what the winners are up to now, because this show is also a time capsule of 2004. Like everything has to be raunchy. Everything has to be racy. Everything has to be sexy. This is when the WWE was in the offensive range, the offensive stage, or whatever it was called, the shock. Everything had to be shock. Everything had to be, we're past Jerry Springer. You know, we're now talking about Jersey Shore and that crap. I think this is a little before Jersey Shore. This is like Jackass and all that stuff is like peak MTV right now. And what was also very popular, you know, Pregnant and 18, whatever. What was the shows that I was watching? My Sweet 16. Where the girls have like insane 16-year-old birthday parties and go ape shit on their dad. That was a fun show. MTV Cribs, MTV Pimp My Ride. But what's interesting about this show, and I'll get into it, it's like, you know, when you hear about the horror stories of Pimp My Ride and what was the one where they flip houses? You know, basically they come into your house and do all this remodeling and give you a pool and a badass, theater. What they don't tell you is, hey, the theater runs on a $900 light bulb, and the pool and all the electronics we put in the house, they're going to make your power bill is going to triple. I know the problem originally was you're having trouble paying your mortgage. Well, we're going to fix this by increasing the tax value of your home exponentially. It doesn't work out in the long run. The same thing with Pimp My Ride. Pimp My Ride is, we're going to give you all this awesome shit in the car. And then a few weeks later, literally weeks later, maybe a month or two later, it's like you have to, okay, the fish tank in my car is broken. You know how much it is to fix it? It's a lot. Now you got a fish tank in your car with a bunch of dead fish in it. How do you drain this thing? Like, then you drain it and then you just got what? Like a fucking empty aquarium in your back seat? Let's say you get in a car wreck. That thing's going to take your head off. when you slam on the brakes. I mean, just be real here. This show is interesting because they're giving all these women free plastic surgery, liposuction, health training, therapy. They're all getting free therapy. Worst case scenario, you lose and what? Now you're hot. It's not like they're going to bill you like, oh, you lost. Well, here's the $3,800,000 or whatever the hell for all the plastic surgery and dentist appointments and all that stuff. You lost basically $500,000 or whatever. That'd be funny. I had a great idea for how this could be rewritten as a horror movie, but I think I'm going to show the opening scene of this just so you guys can get the idea. Okay, let's go for it.
Who has earned a place in the pageant is a group of ordinary women.
You're gonna be a swan. Oh, I'm so excited. Never thought it in a million years. Me.
I have to say how happy it is that we just can watch the first and last episode, because you have to understand there's 8 episodes and all of them are the same. It's 2 girls at a time, and they all go through the same situation, only slightly different. But what's great about the last episode is it literally recaps everything that happened in the previous 8 episodes in the first 45 minutes. So there's really no point in watching the episodes 2 through 7 or 8.
To a team of cosmetic and plastic surgeons.
You have to be a little bit more dramatic to her face.
They will be put through a brutal 3-month makeover.
This process is not.
It is not exaggerating. It is insanely brutal. Look at this shit. They take their teeth out. They give them skin grafts. Hey, don't get any ideas, guys. You're not going to see any boobs in the show, okay? All right?
Only one will be judged beautiful enough to move on to the pageant.
I'm gonna be a new person.
So, yeah, they make up all these women and give them makeovers, but they have to compete in a beauty pageant, and we'll see who's the hottest of all the quote-unquote ugly ducklings is what they call them. And the most fuckable, hottest new ugly duckling gets crowned the Swan. And she wins I think 500 grand and or 50 grand, excuse me. 50 grand and a bunch of a degree, a free tuition at some school, and a Jaguar from 2004 Jaguar, some other things. You get a pretty decent prize. And like I said, all you have to do is get a bunch of free surgery and shit. I mean, and keep in mind, it's not like these are women who didn't want plastic surgery. These are women who hate the way they look. They feel very uncomfortable with their skin, their bodies. They have dysmorphia. They don't feel attractive. They never felt attractive in their lives. That's the whole point. And part of the grading process is not only, judging them by how hot they are, but also how far they've come. It's very fucked up. But what's so fucked up is literally just this whole celebration of how beauty is the center of all your problems. Well, the reason why your husband's cheating on you, and the reason why you can't pay your bills, and the reason why you're unemployed now, and the reason why your kids don't really care about you, it's because you're ugly. That's literally it. If we get a bunch of surgeons in here to give you some fucking cheek implants, that's going to fix all your problems. Literally, that's the message of the show. And apparently it seems to be true because, like I said, we did check on the ladies 20 years later, and it seems like they just kind of put on some weight. They don't really look too terrible. They certainly didn't get addicted to plastic surgery like celebrities do, and they just kept going with it. No. They had the work that they had done and probably not much else. And yeah. I think they all looked all right considering they're 60 years old now. So yeah, they all put on some pounds like you do.
I just don't know how much more of this I can take.
I told you you're going to do
The
this.
Swan transformation requires discipline.
From this moment on,
You got to eat properly.
you have to think military.
24/7 commitment.
Military.
Sacrifice
I would hate to see all the work you've
Let me know if the
done
volume's
and
okay. I mean, like I said, this is about
and pain.
I feel worse than I expected.
Is that better?
I need to lay down before I punch somebody in the face.
They will be constantly evaluated.
Yeah.
Go into an emotional tailspin.
Get out of here.
It says, blame MTV for all of the reality program. Hashtag the real world. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what's the best reality show before the real world and better than the real world? Cops. That's my favorite reality TV show. What a genius fucking idea. And I can't believe that show it can't still be canceled, right? They brought it back. I remember when they canceled it during the George Floyd times, the riot times, the Kyle Rittenhouse times. They were like, well, we're going to take, all these extreme police videos off the air. I'm sure they did that. They can't have kept to that, right? At the very least, they're showing reruns of these shows now still. But Cops is amazing. Literally just have camera crew follow cops around. And, there you go. It's a genius idea. And each season gets more and more intense, more and more crazy. This woman, yeah, like I said, what's insane is they get total brand new teeth one day, and the next day, entire fucking body and face plastic surgery, like intensive. But then they leave the hospital the next day. I mean, they kick your ass. The sound is not great, but we can hear. I could turn it up a little more. As long as it's not louder than me. As long as you can hear me talk over it.
I don't know what I'm doing.
And they will do all this without ever seeing their reflection.
Oh my goodness. No mirrors. No mirrors. No mirrors.
Now, this is the part where it's like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? They literally take away their ability to see themselves for 3 months. So not only do they have to like heal from plastic surgery and then go to the gym and watch everything they're eating while healing from all this extensive surgery, like it's bad enough that you had your face chopped up, your teeth all ripped out and replaced with plastic, and you've got all the silicone inside your body. They sucked out like 20 pounds of fat out of your ass. Your body's in pain. You're trying to heal. Your face is all swollen and bloodshot. And you know what they do? They take away your fucking ice cream. You can't have any ice cream, You have to go on a diet. I have to eat chicken breast and broccoli and then fucking steamed rice while on top of that having my face feel like I got hit by a sledgehammer. Holy shit. But it's all free. It's the motivation. And they're going to take away your mirror, though. I was pretty fucked up about that. I was like, whoa, take away the bitch's mirror. Like, you can't see. So the whole point is when they finally reveal themselves to the mirror at the end of the 3-month ordeal, they're shocked. They're just as shocked as the audience is. Like they couldn't catch their reflection from glass windows and shit. Yeah, I mean, obviously, like you can get an idea of what you look like through like a reflection on your TV. But literally, I'm not gonna lie, nobody has. This is another thing that was impressive about the show. There's 16 contestants, and spoilers, none of them have really any major complications from all the extensive surgery they're getting done, which is something I thought would happen. Like one of them fucking doesn't wake up from anesthesia, or one of them has like a severe infection. But I guess they all follow their strict regimen. They all wear their bandages. They hint that this might happen here. They hint that there might be a complication here, but it always like resolves itself and it's okay. So nobody dies or gets seriously maimed or injured from the show, but someone does get kicked out for having a fucking phone with them. They found that there was a spare, like a extra cell phone they had in the room, and they found it and they're like, we're kicking you out. And it's like, oh my God. So, I don't know again, with all these reality shows, like how much of it is scripted, how much of it isn't. I can tell you right now, all these bitches definitely had some intensive work done to them. Like if you like, like a beauty pageant show, but you also love Trauma, Life in the ER, or Botched, or any of those like insane medical shows, like it's like a combination of those two things. It's fucked up.
Till the final reveal.
Like these women start crying. These women start like breaking down. Like, that's not me. That can't be me. In a good way. They're not like horrified or anything. It's not like that Twilight Zone episode, right? Where the guy, he's trying to make the women, perfect, but he's like a horrible mutant, and he makes all of his plastic surgeons like, mutants, because that's like his idea of a perfect person. Get it? That was a good one. Now, things that are repetitive about the show, the fucking songs. There's like 5 songs or 6 songs that they use over and over for all, 10 hours of this show. The other thing that's hilarious is this, like, it's all got this like setting of opulence and majesty and, wealth. It's just so fucking bullshit. You have these 2 butler guys. All they do is sit there and open these doors. Now, if you were actually as wealthy as you're coming off to be, you would have automatic doors that open magically, like with robotics, mechanical, engineering. Why would you pay these 2 guys to just sit here and open doors? That's literally all they do. The whole show is open doors for people to come. Everyone comes through these 2 doors.
The most unusual competition ever devised for television. Tonight, 2 average-looking women will go head-to-head in pursuit of their dream.
2 on 2. It's 1-on-1 every week, and the winner of each of those gets to be the 8 or 10 contestant finalists they have. DJ says, I have a friend who watches Pimple Popper and related stuff. I get it, but oh yeah, I have no problem watching Pimple Popper. I think that shit's hilarious. I like watching the blackhead removals. It's relaxing. The blackhead removal ASMR. Extreme, what are those called? Those extreme giant blackheads. They're called dilated pore of minor. It's where you have a blackhead that's so bad, it like fuses with like other blackheads and it forms like a giant like hole that's like a blackened hole, and that thing pops out. It's like a fucking nugget, dude. It's gross. Cysts and surgeries and all those extreme videos. Yeah, those are fun. You got to be in the mood for them though, obviously though. So yeah, viewer discretion is advised for this episode of Stupenzocast.
To become a beauty queen. Now, thanks to the best plastic surgeons in the country, these two women are about to experience the most radical transformations ever attempted. But by the end of the night, only one of our contestants will be changed enough to make it to the ultimate beauty pageant and have a chance to be crowned
the Swan. Oh my God. Let's see. I think we just meet two contestants at once, which is, okay. 16 women. Oh my God. Listen, how do I go frame by frame on, there's a way to go frame by frame here. How do you do it? VLC is so great, but man, there's a lot of shortcuts. Let's see. VLC frame by frame. Hit E. Okay. It's E and R. All right. E and W. Okay. All right. That makes sense. Kind of. Is there a sound bed? Is the sound bad for the majority of the show? Yeah. Like I said, if you're having trouble hearing it, I can kind of recap what she's doing or turn it up. But basically, yeah, she's saying it's going to be, a beauty pageant, and you're going to win some stuff. Let's see if this is better.
to be crowned the Swan.
Okay, let's go frame by frame here and read all this stuff. This graphic design, the marketing of the show is very 2004. Let's see. Sorry, had a 25-minute trip. Lol, the show was called Masters of the Air. Oh yeah, no worries. I didn't really care. But yeah, thank you for reminding me, Blue Collar. All right, continuing here. I want to see this graphic design. This work here. 16 contestants. Holy shit, turn that down. It says breast implants, rhinoplasty, liposuction. They got them all going all spinning around like it's the $6 million man. Tummy tuck, chin implants. Holy fuck, dude. Fat transfer. Now, fat transfer is when they suck the part of your fat out of one body. They suck the fat out of one part of your body and put it in another part. Usually they take the fat out of your belly and put it in your ass. It's pretty amazing. Or they'll put it in your titties. Now, having breast implants done with your own fat ass is pretty insane. Is that better than saline? Because I know silicone is like frowned upon, but like now they use saline, which is supposed to be less toxic if your breast implant ruptures or whatever. The background music equals sound bad. Sound bed. Oh, okay. Yeah, there is awful background music. I see what you're saying. I thought that was another typo. Yeah. The background music is a sound bed, and is there a sound bed for the majority of the show? Absolutely. There's a guy just going ham crazy on the Casio symphonic keyboard the whole show. It's like constant drums, The reality shows of the 2000s, they were very they couldn't have any silence. No silence allowed. A team of experts. Amazing transformations. One Swan. All right. Yeah, the music's hilarious in the show. Let's turn it up. And the reverse suspended cymbals. That's fucking used so much of this. Constantly. There's literal synth drum fills at one point in the show. At the end of the show when they reveal them. Blue Collar says, I remember the show. I forgot about it because it's been so long. Damn, imagine this shit in 2024. Exactly. Like, if you do remember it vaguely, like, you got to revisit it, dude. Because I think we took for granted how crazy the 2000s were. Speaking of fat, says Blue Collar, why do I always crave pizza at 1 a.m.? Because you're drunk. That's why. Fucking pizza shops. Yeah. It's because you're drunk. DJ Play Nice, finding it funny. You and show are 5x5. Great. Okay, good. And that's the thing is I will be playing with the volume going up and down, but it's good that it sounds good here at 135.
Our goal is to transform average women into confident beauties. It's a brutal regimen over 3.
This guy's the worst. Like, he's the personal trainer. He's the only person. Like, it's funny because the experts, like, none of them seem to do plastic surgery. None of them seem to have like sliced up faces. This guy's the only one that seems to be doing it. He's got like a bad hair job. I don't know if it's a transplant. Just shave your head, dude. Especially if your whole thing is like you're a big buff guy. Like, just be a buff bald guy, right? That's like a typical move. Like, if you get real ripped, you should just shave your head, especially if you're going bald. This hairstyle, no. You look like Gary Busey's brother, Larry Busey. You look like Jake Busey's uncle. I don't know. I definitely don't have whiskey in my coffee cup. Lol. Okay, well, your secret is safe with me that you don't have whiskey with you. I mean, just because you have whiskey with you doesn't mean you're drinking it, right?
Only some will make it, but all will be changed forever.
All right. I love how they all get their own little individual line of interior monologue as they walk in. But yeah, there's 2 teams. There's 2 plastic surgeons. Like, both of these guys are plastic surgeons. So they have 2 ladies at a time. And, these doctors will usually do 1 girl each. Sometimes they work together. Some of these ladies have to get a lot of work done. So you have to have 2 plastic surgeons do like a fucking 8-hour, 10-hour surgery on you. Like, dude, that's nuts. And these guys are pros. But this dude, Dr. Dudebro, or I think his name's actually Dubrow. But Dr. Dudebro, he's my favorite. And apparently he went on to go host the show Botched. So good for him.
It's time to meet the first of our 2 contestants. Let's begin with Kelly Alemi from Abingdon, Maryland. Watch how she reacts when we surprise her with the news that she is joining the Swan program.
Watch how Kelly reacts, guys. Kelly's, they all kind of react like this, to be perfectly honest. This is why you don't need to watch every episode, So
this is some reaction.
Kelly, I have a surprise for you. Congratulations, you're going to be a swan. You got it.
Now, I get it. Like, you're happy. I don't think the husband realizes what's going to happen here. None of the husbands do, or boyfriends. They are going to be abandoned with the kids for 3 months. Like, you're not allowed to see. You're barely allowed. You're like prison. It's like you're only allowed to call your husband from a landline like once a day or some nonsense like that. And sometimes they can't answer. And you have to understand, these girls are all hot now. So they're like, oh, he's not, like, did you pay the phone bill? No. Did you do anything? Did you do this or that? What's been going on? No, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm leaving you as soon as I get home. Like, I got a hot new body.
I just can't believe I heard it on the radio, and I just never thought in a million years it would happen to me.
Kelly. Now, Kelly, I'm not going to lie. The other reason why this is fun to watch, just this first episode, is like these 2 contestants are literally the most important in the whole show. So it doesn't matter.
My name is Kelly Alemi. I am a flight
in my
attendant
opinion, anyway. They were the 2 girls that me and Meg were rooting for the most. So that's kind of why.
I'm in Harford County, Maryland. I want to be a swan because I would love to look in the mirror one day and be able to be happy with what I see.
All right, how many of you guys are thinking still would? Be honest. I know Blue Collar is.
Never saw herself as being as pretty as other people.
When I was in middle school, everyone isolated me. They would spit on me if I had no friends.
You get spit on? Dude, girls are the worst, man. If a guy ever spat on another guy, there's a fight happening. There's like literally a brawl about to go down. A woman will get spat on and just walk away and take it like a chump, just, oh my God. And she'll go off to the locker room and cry. Girls, don't do that. If someone spits on you, you fucking claw their eyes out. What the fuck? Yeah.
Hell. I think that's like when I lost my soul.
Whoa. Lost
I would
your
never
soul?
think anyone would be looking at me and think that I'm pretty.
You underestimate
like
how horny men are. All right. You have a husband, right? What are you talking about?
I love the fact that Bob, he loves me for who I am.
If she could just gain a little more self-confidence, I think.
It's boyfriend, Kelly's boyfriend. Oh yeah, he better play ball. Now, is he a baby daddy? I think they have a kid, or does she have an ex-husband? If that's the case, like, yeah, I don't know, guys. Spoiler alert: these chicks end up looking pretty good. They all get upgraded. None of them get a downgrade by any means. They all end up looking pretty hot. So good for them. Blue Collar says, I spanked it into a sock earlier. I'm open to her. Yeah. Are you wearing the sock right now? Is it like? Did you pull over and take your sock off? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could just go to like a fast food place and they'll give you some napkins, I don't think you need to use a sock if you don't have to. Plus, I mean, aren't you an Uber driver? Don't you keep like a roll of paper towels or something in your car just in case like someone vomits everywhere? By the way, I had someone, Uber friend of mine, complaining that had their first person passenger vomiting in the back seat. So I definitely enjoyed her telling that story. DJ Play Nice says, remember the family swap show? Like the wives are at the other's house for 2 weeks, a month. They did report cards on their experience at the end. Yeah. Any of the husbands freak. Yeah, DJ, I totally remember wife swap. In fact, all the wife swap stuff is great for porno. It's one of those shows that should be a porno, like we're going to have this woman swap families, right? And it's like, well, does she fuck the husband? Because that's where the show gets interesting, But yeah, there's that famous freak out of the big fat lady who's like, in Lord Jesus' name. Remember? Like, if you don't know, wife swap, you know that. You probably just don't know where it's from. Blue Collar says, I do have baby wipes. Well, if they have alcohol, I wouldn't use them. They might sting. That might sting your little Peter, especially if it's all red and inflamed, like I imagine it is. 5K rides. No one puked. I'm fucking lucky, says Blue Collar. Wow. You've given 5,000 rides? You've given 5,000 rides. I would think that you have at least $50,000, right? 10 bucks a ride. Is that how it works? TJ Nice. I am correct. That's it. Hell yes. Yeah, let's continue with this show here.
I think that her and I would have a better relationship than what we do now.
Bob and I have been intimate probably about 7 or 8 times in the last 3 years.
Whoa. I don't know if that volume was good enough, but she said her and her husband, her and her boyfriend have only been intimate about 3 to 5 times in the last 3 years. That's nuts. About 2,500. I wasn't sober for those rides. Wow. I believe it. Now, were you drunk? Probably not. Were you not sober? Sure. Yeah, I'm rarely sober. You know what I mean? The volume is A+. Okay, 135 is the magic number. And if I ever want to turn it down, just go back to that. Gotcha. Blue Collar says, I mean, the past 2 hours, it's been $5 and $7 trips. It's random, but the rides are like 5 minutes or 8 minutes. Cool. I mean, he was probably intimate, says Boosh. Hey, Boosh. Yeah, you're right.
She just doesn't feel very sexy about herself. It does strain the relationship.
I want to be able to obviously be intimate with Bob. I want to be able to look at my parents and feel good about who I am. Guess what? I'm going to be a swan.
Good luck.
That was the most awkward. Well, first of all, it's hilarious because, guys, like, yeah, spoilers. There's a camera guy in the house, right? So there's this awkward stuff they don't show you where it's like, okay, what is this camera crew here for? I'm going to be on the Swan. Oh my God, what's the Swan? It's a show where they're going to give me plastic surgery. All that is erased. And instead, we're going to have the camera guy. Okay, now that we know what the Swan is and what the camera guy's doing, have him get in the house, get a shot, and pretend that she's telling you this for the first time again. Okay.
Gonna be a swan.
Dad over here. Watch Dad's like totally genuine reaction here.
Good luck.
Blue Car says, I miss edibles and driving. Yeah. Boosh says, that's a perma frown. She did this to herself. Oh my God. Yeah, they literally are gonna turn her frown upside down, dude. Dad is like, oh, okay, hi, sweetie. I'm gonna be a swan. Well, that's great. I'm gonna get a beer. Yeah. And I love when he looks right at the camera guy. That's the best part. He like hi. Yeah, and then hovers his hand literally 9 inches from her shoulder and fidgets and then puts it down in shame and embarrassment. Also, I love how Dad's like, you can tell Dad's been a hard drinker his whole life because he's got like the super red nose with all the broken blood ventricles, It's a telltale sign of alcoholism. It's great. Yeah, Blue Collar says, yeah, women are never happy. You have a boyfriend. WTF. If Selma Hayek was screwing me, I would feel like Chris Hemsworth. Lol. Yeah, but I mean, she's not, it's not like her boyfriend is Chris Hemsworth. I'm sure she deals with your husband eyeballing hot women, it's a standard thing. It's impossible to not have your guy, eyeball hot women. A hot woman will walk by, you're going to check them out, even if it's subconsciously, even if it's covertly, even if it's really quick and tastefully, you're still going to look. You're like, holy God, that's a beautiful woman. You can't help yourself. That being said, when a woman is confident in herself, when she is hot, also, she could take that in stride. You know what I mean? If she is very unattractive and more importantly, very insecure about her looks, she could be literally the hottest woman in the world. But if she's insecure about her looks and she sees you catching another woman, she's going to freak out. And they freak out different ways. Some of them get angry. Some of them get depressed. Some of them get filled with anxiety. The point is they're going to freak out. They're not going to like it. So that's why you get a hot, confident woman. The problem with a hot, confident woman is with a hot, confident woman, there's always a better man waiting for her. There's always like the grass is always greener, so like hot women rarely settle. They won't even settle. Like most men, they ask like men and women, like, if you have 100% perfect match, would you settle for someone that's like 75% a perfect match? Fucking like 90% of men were like, absolutely. Yeah, she's like, nobody's perfect. Like the fact that you're like, 7, 8 out of 10, that's great. Women, 8 out of 10, no, they won't settle. Gin blossoms. Yeah, he's got the gin blossoms nose. Hell yeah, you guys know what that is. Hell yeah. And some girls get fat and ugly and cry all the time and never try to fix it. Well, yeah. C'est la vie. All right, let's skip forward a little bit.
Said at the end of her piece that she's ready to be a swan. Are you guys ready for her?
Yes, we're ready.
Kelly's plan features several procedures starting with her face.
Now, I should preface this. Preface. That's funny. They pretty much all these women get the same thing. They look at every woman's individual story, individual problems, and they just say the same thing. All right, we're gonna give you a nose job, titty job, veneers, liposuction, maybe a tummy tuck, maybe some chin implants or something. But pretty much they all get rhinoplasty. They all get, a facelift or some degree of, facial surgery. They all get some kind of injection, lip fillers and stuff. They all get liposuction. They all get breast implants. So FYI, they all get veneers, and not just any veneers. You're going to see here.
She'll have a brow lift, lip enhancement, liposuction of her chin and cheeks, several visits to the dermatologist, collagen, and LASIK eye surgery. For Kelly's body, she'll have breast augmentation and liposuction in 6 different areas.
Now, Kelly's great because I think she actually is one of the only ladies that doesn't get veneers. But they do mention the brand of the veneers constantly. I think they're one of the sponsors. So, but yeah, she's getting liposuction. She's getting new titties or an augmentation, whatever that means. Back, calves, ankles, thighs,
dental
ass, her
procedures
knees.
will include zoom bleaching.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, dental. She is getting veneers, I bet.
Da Vinci veneers.
Da Vinci veneers. That's what they're called.
Cleaning and repairing her teeth. For her fitness transformation, Kelly will be put on a 1,200 calorie a day diet and spend quite a bit of time in the gym.
Again, I love how it's like this video game, like training room fucking menu. You got a screen. It's so stupid. It's like a fucking loading screen for Splinter Cell or something. I don't know.
For confidence and self-esteem, she will undergo weekly therapy and coaching. Kelly's competitor this evening is Rachel Love Fraser.
Oh, Rachel LaFrazier. Now, I think Kelly was the girl I thought I was hoping was going to win. Rachel was the girl Meg wanted to win. Rachel reminds me of a girl I was intimate with a while ago. I don't know. If you got a thing for tall redheads, yeah, great. Boosh says, dude, I was with a girl for 3 years. She was still gorgeous, but she put on weight and started disliking herself. And that came back on me. I tried. Hey, want to walk to the store? Bad move. I loved her regardless, but she stopped loving herself and me. I can't compete with that. Wow. I had LASIK, Blue Collar says. Yeah. He had lasing, full body is smooth. Yeah. He had all of his hair removed. LASIK. Yeah. I remember my keyboard player was one of the first dudes to get laser eye surgery. And he said, because he got it done really early, like he had terrible night vision after that. Like driving at night was like a no-no for him. Idiot. No, I'm just kidding. I think he got that fixed. But yeah, I mean, I was one of those guys where like if my vision goes, I can't wait to start wearing glasses. You know, you could do the dramatic like glasses removal. You just like constantly like fiddle with them and put them in your mouth and stuff. And like, I see, you know, like it's great.
A 27-year-old construction company clerk from Sammamish, Washington. Let's surprise her with the news.
Yeah, Boosh knows about the early LASIK. Yeah, Blue Collar says, that's a weird surgery. If you don't need it, buy contacts, but it's free. So, fuck contacts. I would hate to wear contacts. Like, if I had to choose between contacts or LASIK, I'd pick LASIK. Contacts is a whole nother story I don't want to deal with. That sounds like a ripoff and annoying. It's like, dude, just wear some glasses, you know? Buy a couple spare pairs while you're at it. That's the other thing. And I know your vision degrades, but still, like, I'd be one of those guys like, oh, I need a pair of glasses. I'll get 3. Like, you know? Like that way, in a couple of years, when I lose or break a pair, I'll be like, oh, darn. Oh, well, I got another pair waiting for me at home, you know? It's such a good idea. Get 2 phone cases at once, you know, when you get a phone case, you know? Boosh says it's like $500 now. Nice. Hell yeah. Maybe I'll just get preemptive LASIK, you know, to prevent me getting glasses. Blue Collar says, yeah, I really got lucky. I got the rare cause. LASIK had a side effect, so now I see 3% above average. Whoa. I see 20/10, and I should be a sniper. Yeah, I also have better than average eyesight as well. Boosh says, yeah, they peeled off his lens off the cornea. I watched the whole thing because I had to drive Dad. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, now that I think they just point a light in your face.
Congratulations, you've been selected as one of the Swans. Oh my God. I think this transformation is going to change my life because...
Oh my God. 1, 2, 3 cats, and they're all the same cat, basically. Just different degrees of fatness. She's got her cat. The most prominent thing in her house is a big, stupid, you know, those big, you know, fucking tube TVs that weighed 80 pounds to 100 pounds, 200 pounds even. She's got some CDs. She likes her music. She loves her cats. She's got a cat statue and a giant cat toy here. And a painting, a frame painting of the globe, of the earth. Okay. All right. Looking at her now, yeah, I'm shocked that I know Meg would be shocked too if I was like, dude, this is the girl that you were rooting for, you know? She would be like, whoa, yeah, weird.
I do believe that how you feel about yourself physically does play a part in how you react to the world and your environment.
This woman is 12 years younger than me. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God.
I have a horrible profile. I would like my nose to be fixed, and I want to take care of all my chunks.
Take care of the chunks. The fucking the gym bra is definitely squinting his eyes at that one. Take care of my chunks, please.
I feel average because I look at myself in the mirror and that's what I see.
Yeah, she has a husband who's still intimate. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. Some of these women we see later have some issues with the. It's more than just the looks, you know. They got some insecurity issues they got to work with. She isn't bad looking, and she's only 27. Says Boosh. I agree, but yeah, she's gonna definitely Yeah, I think Bush is going to like the improvements.
I believe that has had an impact on.
Oh my God, this dude, Rachel's husband, like, yeah, he's going to have to watch out. Like, as soon as she comes home, it's one of those things where, like, your wife comes home from this, like, weird reality show. She's been gone for 3 months and you and the kids miss her, and she shows up and she's a fucking smoke show all of a sudden. You know how, like, that'll be awesome for 5 minutes. You're like, oh my God, you're so hot. And you're like, oh shit. Like, I gotta go home and clean the house before she comes back. I gotta, I gotta do all this crap. I gotta ask for a raise. I gotta do something. I gotta make sure she sticks around. But yeah, the first time you have sex with her is gonna be dope. I don't think any of them get any like labiaplasties or anything crazy like that. That'd be fun. We gave your wife a brand new snatch. Enjoy. Walking is free. Sit-ups are free. She isn't bad looking. Yeah, but dude, she isn't hot. That's the thing. They're going to make her fucking hot. It's not like, oh, we're going to take this girl who's in bad and make her, presentable. No, we're going to take a fucking unattractive woman and make her fucking fine. Like, it's crazy, dude. I'm a believer of the Swan program. That man has 5-gallon buckets of Jergens in the bathroom. Yeah, it's for his hair, though. So don't get any ideas, Boosh. Look at how uncomfortable she is just being hugged by her husband. I mean, they're both uncomfortable. To be fair, there is a camera crew like 5 feet from them just filming them. All right, now pretend you're watching the TV and look natural. I'm not hot. I'm totally okay with that, says Boosh. Yeah, but I mean, we're men. We don't need to be hot. We could be funny and have money, and that's it. You could be crafty. You could be good around the house, good with your hands. You can know how to fucking repair cars. That's a good one. Chicks love that. They don't think, oh, that's an awesome hobby he has. That's like, oh, I can benefit from that hobby. You can fucking, no, I don't have to pay for oil changes anymore, ever. That's the kind of thing that chicks like.
Relationship with my husband.
She's a little average.
Dr. Dude Bro, he knows. And so does the dentist. The dentist is also like, honestly, if I was to pick any of these ladies, I'd probably pick the dentist because she's got a great career, and she's not bad looking for her age. But yeah, it doesn't slap my knees, but it's like a Red Bull can. Oh, thick pee, says Boosh. Yeah. Yeah. Me and Boosh are related, I think.
She's a little average.
Oh, Dude Bro.
When she's happy, she's a very beautiful person.
I would best describe my daughter as a female copy of me.
A female copy of me. Your dad looks like this and says, you're a young lady, 27-year-old woman. And your dad's like, you're like a female copy of me, darling.
A female copy of me. I've always felt insecure all my life.
My relationship with my dad is complicated. I was in the 3rd grade. He said, I told your teacher just not to expect too much out of Rachel.
Jeez, ouch. DJ Play Night says they do pussy jobs, pussy work. Yes, Father Stitch is what it's called. Yeah, I kind of just discovered this. Like, you know how many porn stars have fake boobs? Well, about the same amount have what's called the labiaplasty, where they have their labia trimmed to look a little. Because yeah, the thing gets bigger with age. The older you get, the bigger that gets. So, the older you are, the more prominent that is. So you kind of trim it. No, thank you. No, thank you. If I was a woman, I would definitely say no to that. Oh my God, what an asshole. Yeah, I agree, Boosh. Again, the 2000s editing, dude. Like, she's turning a page in a book, okay? All right, show the footage of her turning a page in a book. Okay, I got an idea.
In the 3rd grade, he said, I told your teacher just not to expect too much out of Rachel.
Like, did a Hiroshima bomb happen because they're turning the page?
I think that was probably one of the lowest points in my life.
Oh, you're talking about episiotomy, says DJ Play Nice. All right. Which one's an episiotomy? That sounds sexy. I'm just kidding. All right, there he is. Spiky gray hair guy. Yep. Like I said, dude, just be the tough bald guy and get a beard, grow a beard and be bald and have sunglasses on all the time. There you go. That's the look now in the 2020s.
When you're a person who doesn't have a great deal of self-esteem, sometimes you feel like, why do I bother?
She's also pretty damn tall, you know what I mean?
I want to make a difference in my life.
I'm going to stop pausing it and just start turning it down.
I don't want to
we don't have
feel
all
sorry
night,
for
guys.
myself.
I don't want to feel sorry for myself. Now, this is the best part when these doctors like, okay, you just met her. We didn't see this with the last girl, but like, tell us what you want to do, doctors.
I'm wrong. The men in her life don't seem to be so supportive of her. Is that where it stems from?
She's carrying all that inadequacy that her father feels into her own life. That would be something we need to explore in therapy.
I think she's a difficult physical transformation. What do you want to do with that nose, Randall?
Well, I think the biggest problem with her is that she's got such long nostrils. See from the side, you can almost see into her nose. And
Jesus Christ. Oh, my God, dude. The judge has that massive honker of a nose and telling girls in their mid-20s they aren't attractive. Yeah. Bump it up to 125 speed, 1.5 speed. Yeah, I could, but we'll see. Let's see. I could do that. Or I'll just do some random skips, you know. The nose isn't bad. Yeah, like I said, Boosh, your standards are low or average. Your standards are that of a normal man. You have to think like, you know, you got to think like Simon Cowell here, your beauty pageant contestant judge, you know. You're here to pick the hot ones. You know, this is the time where we got to be mean. You know, fuck this girl. She's got bad skin. She's got a little double chin here. She's got these like frown lines. You got to be like that. You got to be harsh on this show. You can't just be like, I did it if I was drunk. You know, you can't have that attitude. You can't have that mentality. Okay, Enzo, I'm sending a pic. Got gas. I'm trying the beast, says Blue Collar Loser. I'm alarmed. Let's see here. He sent a photo. No. What? Oh, it's pictures of, God damn it, it's more Nev pictures. More Nev comments. You sent this a while ago, though, right? You sent this 45 minutes ago. All right, I'll read these just for you. Goodness, Nev, that sure tickled my funny bone. Make me snort leftovers. I said this one already. How about instead of removing comments, you remove those socks and let us see those grippers, Nev? Okay. My God. There's something else you wanted to show me? I'm sure there was. That couldn't have been it. You're going to send me a picture of the beast, right? You better be sending me a picture of the beast. All right. Never mind. Continuing.
to correct that, I have to open up those eyes, lift up the corners of her eyes. She's got a sad look, liposuction her chin, breast lifts.
Howdy, Devastator. How's it going? We're watching the first and last episodes of The
I think it's
Swan.
going to be tough. She needs a lot of cardio work. I'll probably put her on a stair climber for those big, long legs.
Those big old lanky long legs she got. Oh, for fuck's sake. Simon Cowell looks like a Cenobite now. Yeah, I know. Okay, Blue Collar did send a picture of the beast. What is this? Blue Collar, don't drink this. Don't drink this, Blue Collar. It is a hard monster can. It's called Mean Green. It's 6% alcohol, and it is 24 fluid ounces of green sugar and booze. Chew. Bless me. I'm literally allergic to that over the camera. I can't even look at pictures of it.
This year, she's never been able to exercise regularly or even at all. So you better keep me informed so I can keep her on track for the pageant.
One of her complaints in her papers is that her smile is a handicap because she can't bite into anything. Her mouth.
She can't bite into anything. Holy shit. She's got like that bad of an underbite or overbite. That's crazy.
Is almost open when she closes it. I'd like to close
Oh my God. That is her mouth closed. Whoa. Okay. So yeah, you need dental work. Okay. Yeah. Again, like that sucks. That sucks, man. Wow. Yeah. You can see where her teeth are clenched on the sides, and there's this, huge gap here. Is that Pearl? No. Evergreen says, gonna get Mothman again. Blue Collar, you are. You better be careful. Blue Collar says it says 6%, no caffeine. How bad could it be? Well, if it has no caffeine, then what the fuck's the point of Monster branding? I do like Monster drinks, says Blue Collar. I'm not gonna lie. I like the Monster Javas. If I do get any kind of energy drink, it's gonna be one of those. You know why? Because they have actual milk in them. It's probably not much. It's probably skim milk. But I don't know. I definitely don't like the energy sodas. I don't like those, the carbonated ones. The energy Javas, I like coffee. The Monster Javas are not bad. I wouldn't recommend drinking, more than one in a 24-hour period, obviously. Blue Collar says, just a Monster. It's not bad. I'm done with Mike's Harder. Yeah, I told you, man. We told you not to do that, but it wasn't the mics. I don't blame the mics. I blame the bag of chips and the giant family-size great value bag of crackers that you ate, the Cheez-Its. That's what did you, okay? You ate a whole lot of sawdust, basically, flavored like cheese. Yeah, braces, dude. Invisalign is covered by insurance. Yeah, well, back then in the year 2004, Invisalign was like groundbreaking technology and it was super expensive. Evergreen got some Invisalign. Stumptown girl. She's been living in the inside world. All right, Boosh is sending me pictures now. Let's see here. Let's see what disgusting energy drink he's drinking. Oh, God. We saw this last night. You're drinking an actual Four Loko, 13.9%. That'll stain your driveway, dude. Imagine what it does to your belly, your stomach. Oh, boy. Look at Boosh's mighty, hairy hands. Hell yeah. Sour Galactic Punch. Like, it can't just be, like the branding. Four Loko. Oh, yeah. I love it. It's so terrible. Anyway, Evergreen Conifer says, Invisalign isn't covered by insurance or else someone owes me some money. That's right. Yeah, this is 2004. Reminder, 2004. Blue Collar says, I puked pink for hours. Yeah. That's because there's blood in your fucking vomit. That's why, dude. It's like trace amounts of blood is what's going on. Jesus.
Right? And create nice, softer teeth that will complement Dr. Haler's surgeries.
Rachel's Swan plan will include a nose job, lip enhancement, a chin implant, brow lift, liposuction, and several visits to the dermatologist.
Mastopexy? What is that? The blue light treatment. Yeah. Microdermal dermabrasion.
And liposuction in 5 different areas. At the dentist, Rachel will have Zoom bleaching, a full set of Da Vinci
Don't forget the Da Vinci veneers. Don't forget those.
Fitness regimen will include a 1,200 calorie a day diet and 2 hours a day of intense cardio and weight training, as well as therapy and coaching to build self-esteem.
This woman needs self-esteem. I don't believe you. Blue, it's like Bush said. She looks fine. Look at her. Yeah. Blue, yeah, she doesn't need lipo. She does have bad teeth, though. Don't throw up, dude, says Bush also to Blue Collar. Yeah, don't throw up in your own car. That'd be hilarious if the Uber driver is the one who puked in the Uber. That'd be a new one, right? Blue Collar says, okay, Google says the beast is 130 calories and no sugar. Okay, yeah, fucking Mike's Harder said 50 grams of sugar. Jesus Christ, I didn't eat for 2 days. I felt so bloated. Yeah. And when they say, hey, the Monster doesn't have any sugar, it has 50 grams of some other bullshit. That's the thing. It's got 50 grams of some kind of, aspartame nonsense, stevia or whatever the hell, corn syrup. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that is a bad pick. I'm glad we can agree on something, Boosh.
She thinks she's average. Can we make her pageant material?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's do it then.
Yeah. Our madness knows no bounds.
Kelly has second thoughts about going under the knife.
Now, what's great is every episode's the same. The first 8 episodes, it's just 2 different women going through slightly different things. And, they'll address all the differences in the last episode.
In the mirror for the first time in 3 months. You won't believe how far they've come. Who will go to the pageant and who's going home? Next on the Swan.
I guess what we could try like this. We could try muting it and jacking the speed up to, let's say, 4. Let's just burn through it, and I could narrate it. So they get separated to this apartment. They have 2 apartments in this complex, and they're going to stay there for 3 months. And, they're going to their consultation. I do want to hear Dr. Dudebrow. Dr. Dudebrow. He is a celebrity, folks. Like, this guy, he's a big deal. I when he talked, I respected him. The other plastic surgeon, not so much. So let's go back a second. Let's hear what Dr. Dudebrow.
A lot of body work and major liposuction.
But enhancing her facial features and really defining her face could be the ticket to getting her into the pageant.
All we have to do is
I think Dr. Dudebro just has like the best attitude. Like when he's telling these women like, hey, I'm going to do all this crazy work to you. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a great time. You're going to look amazing. He's got a smile on his face. And when they're in the healing process, he's very supportive and, oh, how are you doing? The other guy is very like matter of fact. He's very like almost intimidating. It's not a comforting feeling. But yeah, basically like, I'm going to chop your shit up. And I think this is where we're going to see the other doctor and we're going to get to know him.
It's going to take a lot of work. The hardest part of your nose, though, is at your long nostrils. We're going to improve the whole thing, and I'm going to put
Megalodon's here. He is on botched. That's correct. I mentioned that.
We have to do quite a bit of a body change on her. She does.
Yeah, I told you, dude. His name is Dr. Dudebro. Dr. Dubrow.
After this, hopefully, people won't look at me like, oh, you're the big girl. Just, you're the beautiful, pretty girl.
Exactly.
Are you shocked, Megan, that is your girl? That's the one that you were rooting for this whole time? Like, you know, would you, when I showed you, like, if we showed all the girls, you know, in their previous state, like, would we, I don't think we would have guessed, you know, who would have gotten where and who would have been our favorites. Like, I think it would have been difficult to understand. So yeah, brand new teeth. We're also going to do some crazy crap. Now, the thing about this girl is she's terrible. So she is having like a nervous breakdown, which is common with women. And Boosh is happy Meg's here. Megan loved her from square one. Okay. All right. Good to know. And it's funny because I did kind of like, I think I kind of liked Kelly. Kelly was cool. Yeah. Megalodon. That is her. That is the one from the episodes. You know, so you guys know her. She's a big deal. So eating a protein bar, driving Monster alcohol at 120 a.m. What a night. Yeah. I thought you said you were driving at 120 miles an hour is what that was going to say. I was like, what? Yeah. So yeah, let's get some work done on these people. We're going to slice them up good. All right, let's press play and go at normal speed here. Sorry you had to hear that, folks. This is going to take some muscle memory to get used to.
I'm getting ready to go into surgery, so I wanted to call you. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, I love you.
Yeah, Megan says it's a fake avatar. She's actually a fat guy. Yeah, she's not pretty, Boosh. She is a fat man. I can confirm this. Guys, I'm gay. Come on.
I love you too, babe.
You know what's fun though? I like to watch shows at like slow speed, and it makes everyone sound really drunk.
I got to talk to him.
Hi, Kelly.
Look how drunk this doctor is.
Fine, thank you.
How are you feeling today?
Nervous.
You're nervous.
Yeah, I'm real nervous.
Yeah, me too.
No, you're not.
Just kidding.
I have a drawing for you that my friends made before I left.
These two seem drunk as hell now, you see?
They each picked a part that I want to have done, so each part's going to get dedicated to them.
You want to look like this.
Yeah, just like that.
Kelly needs a lot of work today. We're going to start with the liposuction.
All right. We get it. We're going to do a bunch of shit to her, folks. Let's turn this down and jack this speed up. Yeah. A whole lot of stuff. What's insane, like I said, I was shocked to find out they do all of this in one day. And what's great is these doctors are like, so pro about it. Like, all right, let's slice her face up. All right, let's suck this out now. All right. Now she takes it like a sport. She's pretty, she's pretty good with it. Yeah. Megan's saying I should show the video of her getting puked on by a baby. I think I already showed it. I definitely shared it to some friends. But yeah, maybe I will show that. Let's see. I got it somewhere in my stash here. But yeah, as you can see, the Dr. Dudebro, he's very supportive. He's very endearing. He's like, hey, it's going to be all right, dear. You're going to be okay. When the other doctor shows up to the other girl, he's very like, yeah, all right. I think you can do this. I feel like it's going to be nominal, the situation. Let's see here. Let me go to my media where I have sent many a fun images, many a fun video. And I will see if I can find this cherished video that is not terribly old. So it should be somewhat recent. Let's see here. Where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go now? Whoa, whoa. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this to me, Facebook? What is going on with that? Okay, maybe I won't be able to play the video. I don't know. Anyway, Megan got puked on by a baby, so nothing crazy. Rachel, 1 week after surgery. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier, where you've got to have your husband supportive, because you have to understand these girls, they're already wise to the fact that they're gonna be hot. So husband's not answering the phone. You can see how much better she looks already. Like, you could already see like the vast improvement on the girl that you thought was all right, Boosh. You thought she wasn't so bad. Yeah, now she looks great now, right? Yeah, exactly. Blue Collar says, my son never puked on me. Fucker peed on me a few times, though. If you guys can stand Enzo being this annoying, I'm a fucking delight, says Megalyn. Yeah, exactly. Meg is pretty annoying. I agree. We're both annoying. Right. Stop the slow-mo, lol. Yeah, okay. We shouldn't watch this all in slow motion? You don't think so? This is 2004, like that South Park episode where the cardiac surgeon loses the patient. God damn it. It never gets anyway. Easier. Yeah. And he's like, boop, 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 doo, doo, doo. Oh, goody. Let's see here. It looks like Megan did send this to me. Well, basically, the problem is it's on my phone. So I have to basically re-download it. I'm pretty sure I already have it on this phone. Save. Yes. Forward it to myself on Messenger and send. And here we go. And then I pull it up here like this. All right, here we go. Megan's getting her wish. I'm going to show the video. Let's open this up. Let's pull this out. Let's slap this over here. Let's go to full screen. Let's turn on the volume. Here you go, guys. Enjoy.
Oh!
That's it. There you go. How adorable. It's funny because that baby, basically just puked up a bunch of titty milk all over her when you think about it.
You lie. I know you're there. I've asked him to please keep his phone with him because you never know when you might get a call from me.
It's getting too built up now. Yeah, I know. I also spoiled it.
Seriously pissed me off and he does not answer his phone.
Hello? Hi.
What's going on with you?
Listen how distant this husband is. It's not the support she wants to hear, Rachel.
What you been doing all this week? Working?
Yep.
Tired?
A little bit.
I'm not liking this conversation. And don't you dare get quiet on me. You don't get to see me. You don't get to talk to me. I need a little bit now, okay?
That's the video itself,
When I go back
guys.
to work, when I come home, I go back to work, when I come home.
Now, this kind of conversation is okay when you are, living with someone and you see them every day. But if you haven't seen them in 3 months, or, I guess at this point it's been a week or two, she just had very extensive surgery. Yeah, dude, you got to be like, oh, babe, how are you? Oh, my God, how are you feeling? Uh-huh. Tell me more. What's it like there? What have you been eating? What are you doing? Just ask her a bunch of stupid questions and she'll prattle on and she'll, understand that you care to a degree. To his credit, he didn't drop her. Yeah, he didn't hang up on her. Is that what you mean? Meg reminds me of my sister's friend, Kaylee. Talks like a trucker, and I have no attraction to her. Lol. Blue collar. Meg says, I go work and I come home and I go back to work and I come home and I go back to work and I come home. Well, blue collar loser. My real name is Kaylee. Yeah, Megan. Did you know that?
Well, things have been okay out here. I've been going to the gym a lot. Did you get my my letter that I sent you?
Oh yeah, I got it yesterday.
Did you like that?
Nice. You see the hand gesture there? That means I'm leaving you. This is like, I'm so frustrated, I want to strangle you.
I'm gonna let you go, okay?
I'm over it.
Bye.
I'm literally gonna let you go. Like I'm firing you from being my
We've
boyfriend.
had to take hardly any freaking responsibility in our whole entire lives together.
You see
which
these
is going on
upgrades
5
right here?
years now.
You can already
I've taken
tell.
care of everything. The least you can do is just sit there and talk to me for 10 minutes.
Rachel's home life comes up session after session. My job is to make sure that her emotional transformation is as profound as her physical.
Yeah,
one.
therapy, guys. They all get therapy. Oh my God.
Just trying to keep my family together. Me and nothing I do.
All right, more complaining. Let's see what the chat's saying. Boosh says, no, my friend was lifting his girl up and down and she burped, threw up on him, and shit her pants. Girl knows how to party. Awesome. Blue Car says, I'm not shocked. Kaylee called me on Messenger while I was wiping down a bus in her bathroom in her panties. And I'm like, damn, you're 30 built, but like a 12-year-old boy. Ew. You were in her panties, says Megalodon, and a bus? What? More, please. Yes, no, it's better. It's better to leave it unsaid. Don't explain anything, Blue Collar. Yeah, so she's like, my neck, it feels skinny. It's great. My waddle.
Some boobies.
Her spirits have come back and she just looks
She
great.
has
Now that I'm
boobies
feeling
now.
better, I can't wait to be in the pageant.
While Kelly is slowly regaining her competitive spirit, she is still a long ways away from a spot in the pageant.
Ooh.
It says I gained 0.2. You sucked 8 pounds out of me, so I still can't be 159.
It's because you got.
But boobs do not weigh 8 pounds.
They might weigh 8 pounds.
I'm gonna weigh them then.
The beast is working, says Meg.
It's not registered on my boobies, but I know they don't weigh 8
It's
pounds.
the serum of truth.
Both of our competitors know their dedication to getting in shape will be the key to earning a spot in the pageant.
I'm giving it my all. I deserve to make it to the pageant.
I will be completely devastated if I don't get to the pageant because I look at it as the final piece to the puzzle. I'm going to be in a string bikini before this is over.
Rachel has
See, cracking
24
jokes,
pounds
that's
to
always
lose,
appreciated.
while Kelly still has 35. They have 1 month before their final reveal to get into pageant form.
All right.
Liposuction jump-started Kelly's transformation, but it's her work in the gym that will determine if she makes it to the pageant.
I made some dramatic changes to Rachel's face.
This guy reminds me of a Dracula. You know what I mean? Like, he seems like he could be a vampire. You know? He seems like, we hear about these weird, cultish like things going on. This guy, yeah, you put a fucking cape on him, Dracula, for sure. The other guy, Dr. Dude Bro, he's like, I want to have a beer with him, you know? He seems like your cool neighbor who'd let you borrow his lawnmower, you know what I mean? If yours broke.
And body, but how she heals only a combination of science and genetics and a little bit of luck thrown in.
You liar, Blue Collar.
Their month is up. Ready or not, it's time for the reveals of Rachel and Kelly.
Okay, so like I said, the show's extremely repetitive, guys. Every episode's the same. We got 2 young girls that we meet, and we give them a bunch of plastic surgery, and they have some ups and downs. Some of the girls get weird lasers done on their face to remove their acne scars. Some of the girls get, implants and augmentations, and some girls get really drastic rhinoplasties. But they all have some pretty bad pain, and they all kind of come around, and some of them push back on the dieting. Some of them kind of complain. Some of them have negative attitudes, but they all kind of come around, except for one girl who snuck a phone into the show, and she was disqualified. But everybody else kind of makes the deadline and becomes a pageant contestant. Out of the winners of the 2, they all get beautified, and then like I said, you pick. This is where the second half of the episode kicks off, where we're now going to compare the 2 girls and see who is the most bangable. And it is very, I don't know, it reminds me of like Eyes Wide Shut, or I don't know, some kind of weird post-apocalyptic type movie, dystopian future. It's like Hunger Games, but for models. It's weird.
You won't believe their reactions as they see themselves for the first time in 3 months. Oh my God. Who will make it to the pageant and who's going home?
Who?
The competition continues next on The Swan.
Welcome back to the Swan. Now, Kelly and Rachel are in the final preparations for their big reveal.
All right, now this is why the show sucks, because not only is it repetitive episodically, but each episode repeats itself constantly. So let's continue at quadruple speed. She's basically going to recap what we just saw in the last 25 minutes, which is really stupid. I guess so she's doing great. She's excellent. We love her. You're not supposed to hear this, by the way. Yeah, I think she looks great. Let's see what she looked like, Rachel, originally. Oh, whoops. No. Lower. So weird. Boosh says he's over 40 and still gets random boners. Good for you. All right, here's Rachel now. Yeah, looking fine. Look at her now. Look at her now, Boosh. Is she now just all right? This was Meg's favorite girl from the get-go, like she said. I'm more like a cloud of shit raining down from a flock of seagulls, says Meg. Yeah. Yeah, she looks great. And, it's funny because, like, originally she was, like, too tall. She's, like, a huge bitch. But now that she's hot, she's, like, perfect, like, supermodel hot. Meg says, I get random boners and I don't need Viagra, unlike blue collar. Yeah, because she's a man. Random boners. I look, she doesn't even know what she looks like. This is where it's crazy. This is like the weird aspect of the show where like these women are deprived of mirrors for 3 months. They haven't seen themselves. So super weird. Let's see her literally mentally break down right now in real time. And let's skip forward a little bit. I'm ready. There's going to be a drum fill, a synth drum fill coming up soon. Boosh. I don't like her face. Yeah, it's a downgrade. Okay. She got that hot redhead crazy eyes thing, and I'm a sucker for it, says Meg.
Oh my God.
What's also fucked up is like how the surgeons like all like have a big round of applause when she walks in with a big reveal because they're all just clapping for themselves, They're all just applauding like, God damn it, look how talented we are. Look how we could take this ugly woman and turn her into this. We're literally like sculpting humans, Look at this guy. He's evil. He's like twisted. He's like, I'm a fucking supervillain, bitch. Your entire fate is in my hands. We can bless you basically like gods. Anyway, continuing. Let's speed it up a bit. Yeah, she's stoked, guys. She's literally like, speechless. Meg Don says Boosh doesn't need 30 seconds. 30 seconds of build up. Hate that crap. Oh yeah. It's also awful because like it's a lot of recapping like what we just saw, like after the commercial, this is next. And then now after the commercial, this is what we just watched. It's very annoying. So skipping this stuff is all great. You're going to be lucky that you're watching this here. She's going to go home and mash her fake cheeks in the bathroom mirror. Meg is like, I'm ready to go in like 5 seconds. No, I don't think that's what she meant. Most dudes are ready like in negative 5 seconds. Here comes other girl. And like I said, the weird part is them all clapping like, whoa, look how awesome we are, guys. Like when this doctor here is applauding like this, you have to understand it is they're clapping for themselves. It's very fucking like twisted. It's strange. This is like Orwellian. Also, this piano music, dude, I'm so over it. Dun, 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 dun. Woo! Give it up for Kelly, folks. She looks great. I like Kelly because she's like a little shorty. She's like a busty little shorty now, but she's got that awkward smile. She's so funny. Anyway, continuing, we get the idea. Let's get to the mirror, Kelly. Let's see your awesome new boobies. I played an Uno reverse. Whatever happened to the host woman? Did she get canceled for hosting such a misogynistic show? I think she hosts seasons 2. Meg. Woo! She lost 5 pounds, says Boosh. Yeah. I mean, I like them kind of thick, so whatever. They all have a perma frown, man. Yeah, she does. They did their best to fix it, though. Look, is that really me? Oh my God, I'm beautiful. Oh, I just don't know what to do. Should I go home and have sex with my husband, or should I just go pick up a random dude at a bar? I've always wanted to do that. It's like, Kelly, if you do it, we won't tell. It'll be our secret. Go for it. Hell, the cameraman, he's ready to go. Like, we'll have him take you upstairs for a minute. No, I'm sorry. They're going to pick a winner of the two girls. Who do you guys think it's going to be? Rachel or Kelly Titties McGee? I think both of us were, betting on Rachel because she just has the supermodel look, the pageant look. Typically the shorties don't really get the modeling jobs, they don't get the pageantry. The short, busty, little, the thick, meaty girls. No, it's all about long legs and athletic build. Megan, my girl. Yeah, I agree. All right, who's the winner? It's Rachel. Rachel won. Good job. This is a great moment. And again, like every episode's the same, guys, with two different girls. They have this great moment now where the winner has been declared, and now the host has to awkwardly tell, all right, Rachel, you just won. Now, can you go stand over there for a minute? Because we got to go say goodbye to Kelly. Get off camera for a second. It's very strange and awkward, and I've never seen it before, but here we go.
Rachel's weight ended up right on the dot, just perfect. She lost the 32 pounds that she needed to.
Enzo's mad because he's short and busty.
Rachel wins because she surrendered to transformation.
Wait, they have names, says Boosh? Yeah. The blonde was already way hotter. I kind of agree.
You, just for now. You stand over there while I say goodbye to Kelly.
Yeah. Okay, I guess I'll go over there. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to wreck on your parade. I kind of want to say goodbye to Kelly, too,
It has been a long, rocky road for you, but you have come out the other side a truly and utterly wonderful person.
The music.
Just happy to make it this far.
Now, here's where it gets, this is the other part that happens. The loser loses and says a goodbye speech, and then they surprise the loser with, guess what? Guess who's here to see you? Can you guys guess? It's her family. It's always her family. And first it'll be the husband or boyfriend or son. And then after that, the family, the parents will come in. But again, guys, I want you to see this dude's reaction. Like this is a genuine reaction here. This guy, he's like, holy shit. I cannot wait to take this chick home tonight. But then, yeah, after he has sex with her and realizes like, she might leave me soon. This is such an upgrade, babe. I'm so happy right now. I'm happier than you are.
She's absolutely beautiful. I couldn't believe it. When I turned the corner, I had a hard time even recognizing her. She's gorgeous.
I feel like I need to get work done now, Like,
oh my God, you're beautiful.
Oh my God. I have a boner. I have a boner right now. Pressing up against you. All right, Mom, let's see your daughter's brand new big titties. He had a hard time, you guys. Yeah, I did. She looks like she's at the end of a porno. I agree. Dr. Greg looks like he's getting high on his own supply, says Boosh. He's like, I'll fuck you now, finally. Yeah, let's get intimate for the first time in 3 years. I love my little sister. She's so hot now.
Look at all of you.
Look at all of you. Good God. They all pretty much say the same thing. Boosh says, and she's thinking she can do so much better than this dork. It's true. And Devastator says, they're hot now, and their dudes are going to finish quicker. Oh, no, says Boosh. Yeah. Let me actually kiss you for once. Let's actually kiss with tongue for once. Let's give your mom a show. Anyway, so Rachel won. Congrats to her, I guess. Yeah, let's wrap this episode up. And I guess we'll get to the pageantry where it gets really crazy. Now, yeah, congratulations. This is the awkward part. Like, hey, I'm saying goodbye to the show. And then Rachel just has to kind of awkwardly just look at the camera. And Enzo, stop. Their dudes are going to be watching from the corner now, says Meg. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So now for the final episode. The final episode's great because it totally recaps everything. So you're thinking like, okay, I don't know anything about the previous 8 contestants. And, I don't know about who they lost to, who they beat, but that's irrelevant. We're going to just meet the other 9 or 8 girls. How many girls we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Hell yeah. Let's do it. Let's turn this up.
Forever.
They underwent the most radical transformations, both inside and out. They went from ordinary women to extraordinary beauty queens.
You guys need to understand the previous 8 episodes were so repetitive and mundane. They were all the exact same as the last one. And this episode, totally different. American Idol stage, live studio audience, the big, cameras, the lights, the glamour. They're talking about it on the news. You won't believe how fucked up this show is, guys. Yeah. Mom, your daughter is so hot now. We're going to burn the bed sheets and the couch. Can you take the kids home for a month? Yeah, it's going to get gross. I agree. That's probably what they're saying. No, because they literally got to go do the pageant soon.
Into a media frenzy. The Swan program began with a nationwide search among more than 200,000 hopefuls, all looking to fulfill their fantasy of going from ugly ducklings to swans.
See, when I called her an ugly duckling, that was the show calling them that. All right, here are the contestants.
Transform both inside and out.
People just don't understand what it feels like to.
Now, was that all the contestants from the beginning? Are these? Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's go over these chicks. Let's go over the ones that didn't make it. This lady, she was, she was the hardest to watch. She had like, I don't know, she did not look great at the end, but she doesn't look good at the beginning either. So she lost. I believe this girl. Let's see, who doesn't make it. This one didn't make it. No. Some of these girls didn't make it. This one is the one who got disqualified. This girl had a real bad attitude. She had a phone. She was very aggressive. She was the one saying, if I don't sit down, I'm going to punch somebody in the face. This girl, the army girl, she almost got it back in the show. She did not make it. She was cut out. I want to say, I can't recognize them. That's what's so funny. I want to think this girl did make it. Didn't make it? I don't know. Let's just continue. Fuck it.
Who wanted to transform both inside and out.
People just don't understand what it feels like to.
Boosh says the bottom right is already good looking. Yeah, I think that's Marnie. Marnie does make it.
We chose 16 women who wanted to transform both inside and out.
People just don't understand what it feels like to feel ugly. I guess I'm afraid that nobody else would ever love me. It was just so heartbreaking. Tragedy is fun.
These women handed over their lives to a world-class team of experts who collectively performed more than $3 million of
Who's this host?
Plastic surgery.
This voiceover guy, he's on a ton of Fox stuff. He's a sports guy.
That's awesome. Voila. Done.
Cosmetic dentistry.
This is one of the most challenging cases.
Weeks of intense therapy.
It was your fault. And you're never going to allow it again.
Coaching to ensure they stuck to the program.
No. No hot dog.
No. No hot dogs, Meg. That's Meg's rule. No hot dogs.
The party's over.
And over 2,000 combined hours.
That means 24/7 commitment.
Of grueling physical training.
Come on, hit it!
All while being away from their friends and families.
Mama, I want you to come home right now.
Oh, yeah, that woman was the only one whose kids were like, missed her. Every other woman called their kids and they're like, okay, bye, Mom. I got to go play now. Talk to you later. Hope you're doing okay.
Program pushed all of our competitors to their limit.
Now, you're probably thinking, what the hell happened to this lady where she has a bag of her own blood sitting on her shoulder? Yeah, this is what they do to get rid of your acne scars. If you have acne scars and you want to get rid of them, this is what they do. Hopefully the technology has gotten better in the year 2024, 20 years later, but we don't know. I don't know.
All of our competitors to their limits.
Get out of here. I don't know what I'm doing.
But some would stop at nothing to win.
I'm going to be in a straight bikini before this is over.
And they would do all of this without seeing themselves in a mirror.
I avoid them anyways.
Until their final reveal.
No way!
That's beautiful!
In the end, only the 9 women who achieved the greatest transformations were chosen to compete in the pageant. Now, our finalists must prepare for the biggest night of their lives, rehearsing for performances.
I got a little attitude. I got a little sex appeal here. This is kind of cool.
Pushing their bodies to the limit.
I'm definitely in the best shape I've ever been in my life.
And gaining the confidence of pageant contenders.
I'm a winner to make it to the pageant, but I want to win so bad.
Now, It's time for our contestants to take center stage. From Milton, Washington, Beth Lay.
Yeah, okay, here we go.
From Chesterfield, Michigan, Marnie Regevich.
Marnie!
From Las Vegas, Nevada, Belinda Bassan.
Belinda!
From Rancho Cordova, California, Christina Tyree. From Abingdon, Maryland, Kelly Alemi.
There's Kelly.
From San Diego, California, Cindy Engel.
Cindy is quite an exceptional case. And same thing with the other little skinny Mexican girl. Very extensive surgeries these women went under. They were troopers for sure.
From Denver, Colorado, Serena Voigt. From Victorville, California,
Belinda.
And from Sammamish, Washington, Rachel Love Fraser.
Okay, JJJR, what is all this happy horse shit? You need to watch the previous hour and 45 minutes. But yeah, it's the Swan. They've taken a bunch of cosmetic surgery and upgraded all these women so they could be hot. These chicks are ugly and have low self-esteem, and they've given them fake titties and new noses and liposuction, and now they're going to go compete in a beauty pageant. It's a very extremely what's the word I'm looking for? Chauvinistic. It's very patronizing. It's very superficial. It's all these things. It's the early 2000s. So yeah, Belinda, you guys, if you guys haven't seen The Front Room yet, I've been recommending that since October. You guys need to watch The Front Room with Brandy so you can understand our Belinda jokes. Okay. Oh, I see, says JJJR. Yeah, well, I caught you up. And the best thing is this last episode is also going to catch you up for everything you just missed. So really, it's pretty hilarious. Me and Meg watched the whole show and we waited patiently a few days to because this show should not be binged. We could only stand 3 to 4 episodes at a time where we're like, I am swanned out. I can't do this anymore. It's fucking weird. It's a vibe. It's a bad vibe. The show feels icky, but then we get to the last episode and we're like, holy shit, we could have just watched this one. We wasted almost 8 hours of our lives. So yeah, some lost 25 pounds and got fake titties, and now they scream at their kids less. Yeah, it's so repetitive too. Yeah, like I said, if you saw the first episode, you saw all the first 8 episodes.
Tonight, only one will be crowned the Swan. Now, from
okay, can I pitch my idea for a horror movie though? It's the Swan. It's just like this show, but okay, here's the catch. They go through all this intense surgery. It's graphic. It's grueling. It's arduous. It's insane. They finally get to the pageant, and a winner is declared. Great. Okay, now the losers have to get made back to the way they were. So they basically have 8 or 9 operating tables on this stage that get wheeled out. And then these plastic surgeons bust out their knives. They also bust out hammers and brass knuckles. And they literally take big tanks of their fucking old expired fat that they sucked out of their ass. And they put it back in them. And they just go to work on these chicks live on air. And they all get tortured basically practically to death or near death. And then they're fat and ugly again. And they're also fined. They also have to pay for all the work. Fox bills them for all the plastic surgery they got. This looks like the Oscars. Yeah, Megalodon. The graphics are amazing. JR. Yeah, you think I could light that movie? The Swan. Make it a great Tales from the Crypt episode or something. 30 minutes. Sadistic. I'm glad you like it, JJ. I thought it was a good idea. And then make soap with Tyler. Yeah. Oh yeah, all that fat was sold for sure. If you wanted to be can I have my fat that you suck out of me? They'd be like, no, it's not allowed. Why not? Because someone else wants it and they pay for it. Oh, gross. All right, continuing.
From Los Angeles, it's the exciting finale of the most unique competition ever presented. It's the first ever Swan Pageant. And now, your host, Amanda Byron.
See, Amanda's looking good. The host is looking good here.
Good evening and welcome to the Swan Pageant. It is my pleasure to be the host for what is sure to be an extraordinary event. For the last few months, we have witnessed not only...
Also, another thing that's hilarious about this show is papyrus font. We gave shit for Avatar for using papyrus font, but you have to understand, papyrus has plagued a lot of stuff for a while. That's why it's extra funny, but like this is only 4 or 5 years earlier than Avatar. And yeah, I mean, Papyrus was tacky then, guys. So
amazing transformations, but the difficult journey that each woman took to get here. Now, unlike any pageant before, every one of tonight's contestants have truly earned their place. This evening, you will be amazed at how these once insecure, ordinary women will now be competing as confident beauty queens.
guys, do you think you're sexy? Do you think your accent is sexy or not? Is her accent a turn on or a turn off? I am personally not into it. She is very attractive, and it's not like the accent is a turn off. It's not like, oh, I can't be a woman who talks like that. But it doesn't do anything for me. I don't know. It's a little drunken sailory kind of. I don't know. Is that just me, or am I being weird here? Are you? I don't know. Let me know.
Now, let's meet the 5 people who have the truly difficult task of judging tonight.
It's truly difficult, guys. You have to pick the hottest one. It's the difficult job of judging. Now, what is kind of a letdown of the show is there's like big graphics that show like what the judges are tallying. So it's no mystery who's gonna win when you like look at when you're watching the scores and paying attention. You're like, oh, yeah, that chick's definitely not gonna win. Like you start putting the numbers together. Northern English Bastard's here. Oh, he has a new profile picture. I didn't recognize him without the green. He says, is this the show that should have been made into a horror movie? You just missed my horror movie pitch. Like if you go back like 10 minutes and like watch it at, faster speed, like, yeah, you'll catch my horror movie pitch and you'll be caught up soon. Yeah, JJJR liked it. He called it sadistic is what he said. So yeah, I hope you like it. Margot Qualley wins, says Boosh. All right. Let's see here. Sorry, continuing.
Our first judge is no stranger to pageants, having just won a celebrated
now,
title.
This is a very attractive woman.
Miss USA
like, she didn't have a ton of work done either, right? I mean, she's just naturally beautiful. Good for her. I'm sorry.
Some of your favorite
that's the problem with the show, though. And I think that's like one of these things where this is one of the few times where the woke are kind of correct. Like, yeah, this whole idea, like, basically like you're not happy because you're not hot. And if you make it hot, you'll be happy. It's just kind of a weird message to send to people. Obviously, like, yeah, be healthier, look better, look your best, try to present yourself in a good manner. But like, the idea of like surgeries and all this other crap and, it being, it's cheating. It's like the Ozempic, a lot of people are just taking these pills and stop eating and they lose a bunch of weight. And it's like, yeah, that's cool. I mean, it's cool that science has gone this far, but it's also like, yeah, like it's just lazy. Like usually it's like, oh, I lost 100 pounds. It's like, well, hell yeah, dude. That was hard work. But now it's like, oh, I lost 100 pounds. It's like, oh, okay. So you had a doctor just kind of feed you these little pills or whatever, or give you these little shots. That's neat. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Don't get me wrong, but it doesn't give the impressiveness is on the medical field, the doctors and stuff. It has nothing to do with the actual dude. What's impressive is when these people are so fat that they do the Ozempic or they do the gastric bypass surgery or they do the liposuction and they're still fat. Like they can't lose the weight. They can't keep it down. That's always hilarious to me. So yeah, the prize. Oh, they're getting over the prizes. Yeah, you get you go to Rio, Las Vegas, you get a week in Hawaii, you get a degree at the Western International University. You also get like a huge value at the Anthony Robbins Mastery University where they teach you how to better yourself. You also get a ton of therapy and gym memberships, and you get a new Jaguar from the year 2000 and $50,000 cash. And they give you a bunch of free plastic surgery. So holy crap. Like, wow. Back when the economy was doing all right, I guess.
Okay, the wait is over, guys. It's time for the competition to begin.
Now, this is great because like you're like, okay, great. They're going to start wheeling them all out, right? Well, they do. And then we're going to get to the contest, right? No, we're going to literally recap where each of these women come from, which we just saw on the previous 8 episodes. and it's going to take the first half of this hour and a half long special. And it's like, holy crap. You know how cheated I felt when that's what it was. I mean, that was the thing about early 2000s TV. So repetitive, especially the reality shows, the unscripted stuff. It was very written and edited as if like every 5 minutes people were coming and going, and they had to constantly be recapping people what they had missed.
Now we're just moments away from seeing how far our 9 contestants have come since we
So
last
skip it.
saw
No,
them.
like we should skip it, me and Meg, but like you're about to meet all the other girls in a very abridged version. Like I couldn't do it better. Like we're going to just let these people do it. So yeah. You're going to see Cindy's nose job, the witch, dude. The witch, she had a
Well, let me
witch
tell you,
nose.
we had to go through some pretty extreme lengths to enforce
Commercial
the Swan
snack breaks were a
program's
thing.
#1
Yeah, you
rule,
had to, you
which
were a
was
slave to the commercial breaks back
mirrors.
then.
The concept of not looking into the mirror was conceived to keep the contestants from dwelling on their appearance and getting them focused on their inner transformation.
Now, this is interesting, where they actually justify why they took the mirrors away. They actually have a pretty solid argument as to why it was a good thing. Because when I first heard that, I was like, that's insane. That's like psychological torture, basically. But this therapist is basically going to use a bunch of $2 medical words and convince me, hey, you know what? It's good that you take away their mirror. In fact, if I ever get insane plastic surgery, take away my mirrors. You know, like don't show me what I look like for 3 months.
And when our competitors underwent extensive surgery, the no mirrors policy eased their recovery.
Patients often, when they see themselves in the mirror right after surgery, experience a heightened sense of depression. And this rule eradicated that.
It also increased their dedication in therapy.
I need to work on me.
And allowed them to concentrate on long-term goals.
Good for them to see the progress at the end rather than in increments. Because if you look at yourself.
Megan says, do we know if the beast devoured Blue Collar Loser? Godspeed, soldier. And Boosh says, she has these crazy calcium and fat deposits all over her face. Blue Collar says, Northern English Bastard says, reality shows really dominated back then. That's true. They were so cheap and easy.
Every reflective surface from our Swan's apartments
Oh my God.
to the gym, to the doctor's offices were treated.
Dude, I forgot about
windows
this.
And television screens.
They can't have it.
They literally frosted all shiny surfaces.
How much attached you are to a mirror until you don't have it.
All right, that lady. This lady was the old lady who looked like an old Mexican maid with a witch nose. She did not win. I didn't think she was going to win, but she probably, in my opinion, had the most drastic upgrade, like most drastic hot or not type improvement. It was crazy. I think this is Cindy right here. Read the previous post. My ex-sister-in-law was morbidly obese. She got a she got a lap band in 2016, lost 50 pounds. Now she's fatter than ever. She eats those KFC bowls and mashed potatoes and fried chickens and fries. Wow. I don't know why I skipped that, Boosh. Thank you for pointing that out to me. That's sorry to hear that. All right, just remove the TV for fuck's sake. How stupid. You ruined a CRT TV for nothing. Blue Collar says, no, he was texting a friend at 2 a.m. So texting a quote unquote friend. Those KFC bowls are fucking delicious, says Meg. I've never eaten one. I've never eaten the double down either. The double decker, whatever the fuck it's called. The double decker. It's not called that. It can't be called that, right? The double decker is when you shit in that's an upper decker. Oh, the upper double decker. Never mind. Anyway, I don't really eat KFC. I'm more of a Popeyes guy, honestly.
You are to a mirror until you don't have it.
For 3 months, we all held our breath, hoping the competitors would be happy once they finally saw themselves in the mirror.
Are you ready to see yourself?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Can I buy more seconds?
When their moment came, we all went along for the ride.
I don't look anything like that girl.
You see what I'm saying, guys? They just showed us every one of those girls' reactions in like 10 seconds. So, yeah, I wasted 8 hours. Oh boy. Meg says we know you don't have friends. That's not true. I can make better at home for a fourth of the cost. Yeah, Boosh is a Mr. Culinary guy. He likes to cook. My time is money, says Meg. KFC isn't food. It's all processed crap, says Boosh. It's fat, salt, and filler. Barf. I agree. Honestly, they changed the recipe. That's the big problem. If they still had the original 11 spices, I think it'd be better. But now it's basically just MSG and crappy oil. That's the thing. Seed oil. Apparently, we're going to go back to beef tallow, guys, which is better, I guess. I don't know. We'll see.
Now it's time to reintroduce the 9 self-proclaimed ugly ducklings who have blossomed into full-blown bombshells. Each one of them came to us.
And yes, I did speed it up a little bit. So if you decide to watch this at double speed, this will be kind of fast. But whatever.
A young mother who saw the Swan as the opportunity to focus on herself for the very first time. Let's take a look back at her story.
All right, let's meet
Beth
Beth.
joined the Swan program as a young woman unsure of herself and unsure of her marriage.
I got married at 19 years old. One night, my husband was in a bar, and this girl leaned in for a kiss. Told me he kissed her back. I didn't think.
Okay, so this woman obsesses over what she just told that camera crew. Apparently, her husband was at a bar. A woman leaned in for a kiss, and he kissed her back. And he told her about this. She cannot stop bringing up the fact that her husband cheated on her. Her husband was unfaithful to her. Her husband is a slime ball or whatever. And it's like, I mean, unless he had sex with her or unless he I don't know. It seemed like what he said, if what he's saying is true, yeah, I don't know. Seems like don't go so hard on the guy because I get it, take the guy to the doghouse or whatever. But I think he's been in the doghouse for like a year and change at this point. I don't know. Sounds kind of harmless, unless of course a girl leaning in for a kiss and me kissing her back is slang for she gave me a blowjob in the men's room or something like that. I had sex with her in an alley behind the joint. That's frowned upon, obviously.
Him because I guess I'm afraid that nobody else would ever love me. I think once I'm happy with me, maybe some of the things in my marriage will work out a little bit better.
During her journey, one of Beth's biggest challenges would be overcoming her doubts about her husband's loyalty.
How do I move past that?
I'm concerned that if Beth doesn't deal with her marriage problems, she won't receive the full benefits of her transformation.
Megan says that fat, salt, and filler are the major food groups.
Surgeries on Beth's body. Dr. Hayward has a unique lip enhancement procedure that Beth will really benefit from.
I feel like someone took a big baseball bat and whacked me over the face.
But Beth fought hard, overcoming both physical and emotional pain. And in the end, with all her hard work behind her, Beth was overjoyed at the results.
Whoa, calm down, woman. Yeah, you look good. It's hard, it's one of these things where it's like, it's hard to complain with the results, it's hard to be like, this show's terrible. It's like, yeah, but, it's not like these chicks, it's like I said, it's not like with, what's the movie where like the show where they flip your house, they ruin your car. There's drawbacks to that. With this show, it's like, yeah, it's not like I had any complications or anything. I'm glad I did the show. Nobody's really regretting doing the show, I think, or at least the 6 or 7 they interviewed 20 years later didn't. There's Chloe right there. Look at her. She's looking great. Boosh says, yeah, man, in 2012, the fast food chains were trying to cut costs and keep staff. Olive Garden became fast food. Carrabba's and Outback ditched actual chefs, and OSI dumped cleaning staff. Wow, interesting. Yeah, major food chains suck. Always eat locally. A good Mexican restaurant. Mexican food's cheap, so it's easy to have a giant restaurant and profit when you make Mexican food, and it's good to make decent Mexican food cheaply, you just put some fancy plates there, have a nice ballroom, people tip well, got margaritas, people spend money. Now, Cindy, she is the witch nose lady. Her big obsession is she looks like everyone's abuela,
When I was in elementary school,
and she's like 30.
Put on a Halloween program. I was easily selected to be the witch.
She got a mustache, she got the mole, she got the nose. I mean, yeah.
And now it's got to a point where I use a razor.
Her
She
self-confidence
fucking shaves. You were right, Boo. She has a beard. You're right.
Inside. To feel ugly.
To shed Cindy of her poor self-image would require some challenging surgeries.
That's an incredibly difficult nose to do. I mean, that nose could go horribly wrong.
the surgeon literally tells her like, hey, let's gauge our expectations with your nose job. Like there's limits to what I can do. He literally tells her that. Her nose ends up looking great, but still, like, you can't give her a button nose, basically, is what he's saying.
My heart and love is with you, Mama. We miss you bunches.
Mama, she has 2 kids.
God, I can't even explain how much I miss her.
Still, she pressed on with her program.
That's the thing about cute Mexican girls, man. They pump out a few kids, and all of a sudden they look like an old lady.
Here she is, Cindy Engel.
Yeah, she looks great. Good for her. Look at her doing her little strut. I mean, I'm not trying to be a pervert when I say this, but I really got to see her naked. I really got to see what those things look like, uncovered. Not even like, it's just a way, we're judging the surgeries here. We're seeing who had the best improvement. I need to see the nipples before and after. I need to see what it all looked like, so I can gauge properly. The actual winner of this contest might not have been the true winner. Hint, hint. Kelly. Speaking of Kelly.
The news of Kelly Lemmy's acceptance into the Swan program was overwhelming.
Never thought in a million years it would happen to me. When I was in middle school, everyone isolated me. They would spit on me if I didn't know. It was him. I think that's like when I lost my soul.
The self-doubt Kelly developed in childhood was seriously affecting her adult relationships.
Bob and I have been intimate probably about 7 or 8 times in the last 3 years.
Whoa. If she can just gain a little more self-confidence, I think that her and I would have
7 or 8 times in the last 3 years. But who's counting? Oh boy, the husband knows. It's Kelly. It's been 5 times. Now, is that the husband's fault or is it Kelly's fault? I would not be surprised if it was a little bit of both. There's been times where husband is down and ready, and she's just not in the mood. Or there's times where Kelly's like, why don't you find me attractive? And it's like, it's the fucking game. The game's on, Kelly. That's so gay. You show me those boobies. Joe Dirt says JJJR. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Italian ladies too. My high school buddy married a smoking hot Italian chick back in college. 3 kids later, lots of drinking and smoking. That's the big one. She could be a school marm in Sicily. People spit on you. She said people spit on her. Yeah, exactly. That was keep saying no, Enzo. I don't know what you're saying. There was that one lady who said, yeah, the kids used to spit on me in school. Kelly. Yeah, exactly. Poor girl. They don't spit on you because you're ugly. They spit on you because they hate you. You did something or you didn't do something. You're not cool. You're not one of the cool kids. And the cool kids get more cool. They get more rep when they, tease the uncool kids and make them less cool. You get it? Don't you guys know how to bully? I was never a bully, but it's a thing. I was like the Ferris Bueller kid. I was just like, the marching band stoner guy who just got along with everybody. Tried to. I would like to think that the school shooter would have spared me. You know what I mean? I would have been the one the school shooter's like, Enzo, you can go, man. Get out of here. And then I get shot in the back on the way out.
better relationship.
I would never think anyone would think that I'm pretty.
Kelly's psychological healing was going to be just as challenging as her physical transformation.
Some percent of patients go into a significant depression right after surgery.
Kelly isn't being fully honest, says North English bastard.
Kelly rode an emotional roller coaster.
It really hurts like right here.
Kelly's commitment and her sense of humor eventually helped her overcome her emotional.
That's another reason why I like Kelly. She's funny.
Although Kelly didn't win her first round of competition,
I think that specific moment was where she won my heart. She looked like she's annoyed that she has these giant chesticles, but she's secretly like she loves them.
Some boobies.
She like literally rolls her eyes.
First round of competition, she became the judge's choice as the wild card in tonight's pageant.
Yeah, that is what's fun about Kelly. Kelly actually lost her match with Rachel. Why is she in the finals? Because her and another lady, an army lady, were given a second chance because one lady got disqualified for having a mirror. And they did a sudden death match between two of the losers. And Kelly made it through, which is why I was kind of rooting for her in this phase, because I thought it would have been great for the underdog to win. She's already got her height against her, her weight against her. But like I said, drastic change in a positive and totally hot. She's got a short little, I like the short little busties. You know, what can I say? Big titties, nice smile, little feet. That's what I like. All right. Now, Kelly, you know, I know that Boosh has pointed out she has a perma frown, but, you know, they addressed it to a certain degree. She hates herself and makes up stories to support her low self-esteem, says Boosh. Yeah, why aren't we the therapists? This is why they have to have a woman therapist for these ladies, because a man will be like, Boosh was the therapist. Kelly's looking great. Let's see her strut. Let's see her strut. All right. That's enough strutting. Continuing. Skip a minute.
Contestant has gone from ordinary to amazing. Each of these women underwent the most radical customized makeover ever designed. And tonight, they're here to show off their new selves and compete for the top.
Yes, we know.
The hardest part
Here's Rachel.
because she has certain anatomical areas that are difficult to absolutely.
We already saw Rachel. We saw her. She got a nose job and shit. Yeah, right. She looks great. Woo! Now again, this is Megan's girl. My girl was Kelly. Both premiered on the very first episode. Yeah, her tits are better than the hostess, says McFadden. Yeah, I agree. Some of these girls end up looking better than the host. Yeah. Host and hostess are gendered language. The term is announcer. Now, this is a problem with the show. The problem with the show is they show you these fucking scorecards. And when you see like straight 9 8s, 9 9s, you're like, okay, that's very high. Take note. You know, you're just like, okay, that kind of spoils some of the anticipation here, you know, for the audience. Kelly by a mile, says Boosh. Okay, hell yeah.
But also the relationship with her husband.
But guys, we're about to start witnessing the new girls. So this is you know, you guys might have some new girls. Let's see, new favorite girls. Let's see here. Christina in papyrus font.
When we first met her, Christina Tyree's self-image was at its lowest point.
After the birth of my son, my body was flat with very saggy skin. I really like belly dancing, but I cannot imagine dancing for my husband because I would not want him to see me this way.
Her insecurities that Christina has, how they affect our marriage in a negative way.
We have talked about.
Sorry, turn it up. My bad.
The way that I feel about being intimate with my husband, it's just not a very good feeling.
So she's a belly dancer with a huge tummy tuck problem.
Able to dance for her husband.
Her tummy's her saggy belly is a huge issue for her confidence.
Following her surgery, it appeared Christina was regretting her decision.
The doctor specifically placed her surgery scar line under her belly dancing uniform. He had her put it on, and he marked the marker where it is, and he's like, all right, I'll just put the scar right behind there.
But the Swan team stepped in and reminded Christina of her goals.
Ice cream on a diet? Come on. You are the only Swan in the
no
program
ice
that has
cream.
gained weight since you got
Like
here.
I said, dude, it's like, dude, I just had major surgery. Like, I can't have fucking, like, some sweets.
Triumph.
Oh my God. I am so beautiful.
All right, settle down, Christina. You look all right. I know a couple chicks who look like this.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Let's see Christina. Let's see what she looks like. She had a very, yeah, I'd say a tighter body, a smaller figure. Again, though, she was very self-conscious about her belly. That was like her big focal point. And it was like some saggy skin, and the doctors like totally did it, took care of it. It was crazy. Anyway, moving forward a little, let's just go ahead. We know what she looks like. Now, again, you see what I mean when I was saying previous score? It's like, okay, I'm seeing 8s and 7s. Like, all right, I already know she's not going to win. You're kind of ruining the surprise here, Fox.
Woo! Our next contestant's divorce created a downward spiral that she just couldn't pull herself out of. Until, of course, she joined us on the Swan. Serena discovered that she needed to let go of her past before she could embrace her future. So let's take a look at her journey and how it began.
Denver, Colorado.
Denver, Colorado native Serena Voigt entered the Swan program from a broken marriage and with painfully low.
A divorcee.
The ultimate plain Jane.
Divorcee.
I was married to my ex-husband for almost 4 years.
Look, I don't want to say anything, so I'm not gonna. All right.
2.5 years.
The point is she's single.
He started seeing someone else. I knew it for months, and he denied it. And he denied it. I finally filed for divorce the Monday after I found out for sure that he was having an affair.
She believed in me, and
They actually interview the husband. That's the best part. He's like, yeah, a lot of her problems and issues with her confidence and her self-esteem, it's my bad, dog. Sorry, man.
It's hard for me to let go. I feel like a fool.
Serena's biggest challenge will be learning to move on from her failed marriage.
I brought the bracelet mostly because my ex-husband gave it to me.
She sounds so ambivalent. She either needs to get in or get out.
In addition to intense weekly therapy, Serena underwent an aggressive surgical plan to be the best.
Yeah, you're right, Boosh. His name is Lucky. Who'd have thought?
Just needs to be uncovered.
Serena's physical recovery was going well, but turning her back on her ex was a daunting task.
I do miss you, and I love you.
Oh, yeah. See, this is one of the reverse. This is an Uno reverse card, where instead of the guy being in the doghouse because he's not paying attention to the fact that his wife is about to be hotter, this guy like broke up with a woman and he's like, whoa, what? She's got on the Swan? She got on the Swan? She might win $50,000 and she's got all this free plastic surgery and new titties? I got to call that bitch. I got to call that bitch up, man.
I have to work on myself first and foremost. And I'm lucky. Bye-bye, lucky.
He looks like a serial cheater. Okay, don't
to moving her life
don't make
forward did earn
assumptions.
her a spot in
But
the
yes, he
pageant.
does. I mean, he is.
Oh my gosh!
Guys don't name themselves Lucky because they actually are lucky. You know what I mean? Like a guy would be naming himself Lucky because he a pimp or some shit, you know? He gets lucky with the ladies. That's why he calls himself
Okay,
that.
let's bring her out, ladies and gentlemen. Serena Voigt.
Yeah, he's got diamond earrings and gold chains and $20,000 watch. Yeah, that's always, even if I had those kind of things, I wouldn't wear them. Jesus Christ, dude. Just advertise like, hey, mug me, guys. Like just two of you and it's a gun, you'll have these earrings easily, But yeah, this gold watch that's $20,000. You can buy a car with this little thing I have on my wrist. Like, seriously, you could just knock me out, take it, and I would never know. Like, it's a watch, It's not like it's traceable. Okay, again, Serena looking fantastic. Maybe she might win. Oh, wait, no, it's all 8s. All 8s. Fucking we saw Rachel's score, right? Like, what the hell? Serena, I mean, I get it. Like, she's maybe she doesn't look as good as Rachel, but is the point differential really that bad? I don't know. He's a player. She married a player. He was cheating on her from day one. I think you might be onto something, Boosh. They shaved her jaw. Yeah, dude, they did some intense shit to some of these women. Like, intense. All right, skip it a little bit. We get it. Okay, let's see this girl.
I don't have enough time. Accepts herself.
So control skipping a minute. Shift skipping 3 seconds. Very good.
I grew up in a small town in California. Both of my parents were deaf. I was their ears, basically. I definitely had to take on a whole lot more than a regular kid would. I don't have enough time to do anything for myself, really. I keep saying next month I'm getting my braces and, the money just goes somewhere else. The kids need shoes. I mean, just to be able to smile.
Yeah, her big contention was her teeth, but apparently it wasn't just they were crooked. Like the dentist went in there and it's like, yeah, your teeth are like, you have issues. Like you need several root canals and a bunch of stuff. Like it's bad. Her teeth were bad. They're like rotting out of her head.
Mysterious look to her face.
Her lead's about 12 hours out after surgery. She looks amazing.
Merlene's dream of a great smile would prove to be one of the greatest challenges during her transformation.
This is a huge handicap for her. Merlene's dental transformation has been one of the most difficult transformations of my career. Here's the before, and then there's your teeth now.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop sharing the screen for just a second, and here we go. Bring it back. It's good to refresh this here and there in case there's any audio or lagging issues. It's difficult when it's just me on the stream. Sometimes there's an echo, and I don't know until 20 seconds after, so let's see.
To complete her transformation, Merlene needed to learn to put her own needs first.
Growing up, I was put into situations where I had to take care of everybody else. I have a problem doing something for myself and then feeling guilty about it.
In the end, Merlene achieved the inner and outer beauty she was looking for.
Oh my God!
Whoa! It's amazing what those Da Vinci veneers will do, right? Guys, get some Da Vinci veneers, and you too will have the standard issue smile that every actor and actress has. You see these new actors, you see these actors like get the teeth, get the Da Vinci's eventually. Like Nicolas Cage is a great example. Like you don't notice it until you notice it. And then once you notice it, there's like a definitive line in the actor's career. Nicolas Cage is a great example. He had no veneers for a while, and then at some point in the early 2000s, maybe early 2010s, he got veneers, and it's very obvious. Now, at some point in the 80s, he did have some dental work done, and he got his real teeth like looking normal, okay? But at a certain point, veneers is when they cap all your fucking teeth, that's when you have the standard issue, like the teeth model smile. Everyone has them. It's so weird. It's strange. Check it out.
Okay, I am as hot as I feel.
Yeah, she's another one that cries all the time with a pearl frown. I mean, I agree. Look at that. Does she look happy? She looks like the kind of woman, because she's Asian, Imagine her yelling at you, your husband, yeah. She's not one of those women that's like gonna be silent and lock herself in the room. She's gonna be one of those women that fucking throws shit at you. You know what I mean? She's gonna be one of those ladies that like pulls out a fucking knife and like just if she's cutting something in the kitchen, like don't annoy her. If she has a weapon in her hand when she gets pissed, like she might go crazy. That's this face, okay? Bush says, anyone who is perpetually sad all the time, men or women, it wears on the face. 15 years of crying and frowning every day, man. Yeah, maybe that's what makes me and Bush look so young. Yeah, Enzo, she yells and cries all the time. Humor doesn't exist. Yeah. Oh, and you know what? However bad she is, the grandmother, her Asian mother, is worse. I guarantee it. You know what I mean? It's like Shane Davis. Like she doesn't even speak English. She's just like this looming dark cloud over the son-in-law at all times. Anytime she visits, she only speaks to the daughter in their native language and never speaks to the son face to face in English ever, even though she knows it. She knows English. She knows English. She just never speaks any at your house when she's visiting.
Once again, judges, here's your...
And like I said, guys, this fucking piano song, me and Megan heard it 100,000 times. We heard it. This show is what, 10 hours long? Okay, give or take. I think this piano melody, I think we heard it for 3 hours. 3 hours total.
Once again, judges, here's your chance to see the new Merlene Norman and give her your first scores in the evening gown competition. So, here she is. Merlene Norman.
Merlene. Let's see the Asian firecracker, little Chinese meat nugget. She's got like an Asian Tyra Banks vibe, but yeah. Guys, come on. We're going to see the score. She is very happy now, says Boosh. Dude, I'll be doing taxes or scheduling inventory for work and throw on B-sides or a We Watch and smile while I'm doing random bullshit. Hell yeah. You hear that, guys? The Dork Side We Watches literally take years off your aging process. Watch the Dork Side We Watch playlist, and not only will you get 100+ hours of free entertainment, movie riffing, quality fun, But I'll also get those watch hours up, which, guys, I'm only like 400 shy, I think, from 4,000. It's a little more than I thought, but also still totally attainable. Like if I have 4 people play that Dorkside We Watch playlist all the way through, I'm good. Or if I have 20 people pick, I don't know, 4 or 5 movies on that list and watch those videos, that'd be fun. So yeah, the We Watches, like I said, like Boosh says, that's why he looks so young, because we laugh and listen to the stupid shit.
It's time for our next contestant. Now, we all remember Belinda, the former model who wanted to recapture her lost looks and regain her inner strength. So, let's take a look at her story.
It's true.
Belinda Besson,
It's true,
the former
Boosh.
model, came to us in hopes of regaining her youthful figure.
When I look in the mirror, is he really a big fat cow?
And ending a cycle of abusive relationships.
Alcoholic, drug user, something along those lines. My dream for myself is to learn to know that I deserve someone to treat me good.
Belinda's therapy work would be
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even remember Belinda. I watched this show. I don't even remember her. We'll have to see what she looks like in the end, but not ringing any bells. And the previous girl, Denver, Colorado girl, barely remember her. I think I would have remembered Lucky, but I totally forgot about that when that was shown to me for a second time. And yeah, again, Meg is right. Watch The Front Room, and then you'll understand these awesome Belinda references. Saying Belinda isn't that funny, but if you've seen The Front Room, saying Belinda is like, oh, my new love language. Belinda. Oh yeah, she looks great. She looks great for a thick, tall linebacker-shaped woman, for sure. If you're into the muscle mommies, if you're into the death by snoo snoo, Kelly might be your girl. Not Kelly. What's her name? They're gonna show her name again. That's what's great about the show. They keep reminding us of everything. All right, we get it. She's hot. Boosh says, stone cold sober, too. I like to laugh and smile, of course. Northern English Bastard says, I've mentioned to get my 4K watch hours. I just need another 160 subs. Oh, damn. All right. Let's get Northern up there, man. If you guys aren't watching Northern videos, he's doing all the Marvel movies right now, guys, the MCU stuff. It's Belinda. She's a big girl. Exactly, Boosh. I think we both said that at the same time because of the lag. Northern English Bastard says, can we have one contestant that doesn't cry for the camera revealing their trauma? It's not they're revealing their trauma, dude. They're seeing their face for the first time in 3 months. And they used to be like not that hot. And then they're showing their face. These are happy tears, they're saying. Honestly, if one of these girls saw their new reflection and was just like, cool, I would assume they're a fucking sociopath. I would assume they're a psychopath and they have no feelings, you know? This is literally like psychological, like trying to make it as most impactful as possible, the way the show's designed. Like the fact that these women, like, I think these women are actually handling it quite well, all things considered, you know? What's the YouTube channel called? Northern English Bastard. It is, it's always difficult to find. And let me actually clear the air here. We'll actually put it in here because I have to, whenever I search it, it's difficult to find. But whenever I just look at my little subscriptions column here. Oh, also, Northern English Bastard, you changed your profile picture, didn't you? You changed it. I'm not going to be able to see you. Hang on. I'm so used to the way it used to be. I don't like things that are different, Northern English Bastard. You understand? What normally takes 5 seconds for me to find you. Here you go, black and white picture. If you want, I can take this black and white picture and make it that classic green. Because really, that's all I look for. When I see that green color, I'm like, that's Neb. There he is. Here we go. I'm going to put the link in the chat if someone else hasn't already for Northern English Bastards channel. Damn it. I fucked it up. I got to go back, refresh. Jesus. All right. Copy and paste. There you go. All right. Northern already did it. Boosh already did it. My bad. You guys are great. It's like you guys that should have admins around here. Mods. Oh yeah. What do you know? Fucking most of you are wrenched already. Cool. Yeah. If you guys haven't been checking out Northern English Bastards videos, he's great. I've been on a few of his bastard breakdowns. We talked about Paprika. We talked about Perfect Blue on his channel. We talked about the second movie I think you did was Dream Scenario. That was a great one to talk about because I think it was brand new and I'd only watched it once so far. And it was great to watch it a second time and just have like a real good discussion about that one because that was a wild movie. That was a good one. And then I was on the mistakenly put me on Aliens, or no, Terminator 2. That was the one. Terminator 2. That was like a 6-hour stream because I was on there. So what do you want? What do you want? Boosh is on the case, says Boosh. I scrolled past it too because I didn't see green. Yeah, exactly. You got to change your picture back to that classic green, Northern. He says, cheers, man. The share Stupenzocast channel to anyone unaware of his stuff. Well, anyone who might like it. Yeah. Megalodon says, the makeout fart was incredible. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just going to pretend I know what you're talking about. Cool. He has the crow, says JJJR. Yeah. Northern News Bastard's done a bunch of great movie reviews, short little ditties. But yeah, he's also got some great live streams too. He does every week. Breaks them down. Breaks down some good movies that a lot of people haven't talked about, which is always fun. All right, continuing with the final episode of this stupid show.
She struggled with her motivation.
Like I said, this doctor is not as you have to wear your chin strap. You have to. What Dr. Dudebro would say, he'd be like, well, here's the thing. We want you to heal. We want you to heal properly. And if you don't wear that chin strap, like I gotta say, it's a deal breaker. If you don't wear it, you're gonna get some problems, girl. Okay? I know you can do it, right? I know you can do it. I believe in you. I believe you can wear the chin strap. That's what Dr. Dudebro would say. He wouldn't look like Dracula and be like, no, you must do as I say.
I'm so happy.
Now, I got to say, Marnie had the best name that I enjoyed saying the most. I said her name probably 50 times watching the show. Marnie! Oh, yeah. Dream scenario. Thank you. Thank you. The makeout fart. All right. When you said makeout fart, I pictured someone making out with a fart or something. I didn't want to imagine that. But yes, farting while making out. There you go. Now, yeah, I don't... Her new chesticles are looking a little stiff. A little rigid. Oh, my God. Megan's bringing me something.
Well, these 9 women are amazing. Every one of them has endured so much in her life.
Megan just handed me a cheese burrito.
More than she ever thought possible on the Swan. Already tonight, these women have made a huge statement to all of the people who have doubted them. They've proven that they are both strong and beautiful. Now, here together for the first time, the 9 contestants of the Swan pageant.
Dr. Spiky Gray Cenobite would say, whatever, it'll be okay, girl, while he hits on her husband. All right, finally, we got all the girls out. Like I said, you've been caught up. You have been totally caught up. Like all the other chicks that you missed that lost, oh well, they're really irrelevant. It doesn't matter. Blonde. All right, guys, we get it. We get it. It's like I also don't blame DJ Play Nice for leaving. It's like he said, there's like fucking music this whole show. The music never stops. The music is only allowed to stop for like 30 seconds at a time to a minute.
Because soon we'll be saying goodbye to 3 of them. Now, we know by the stories we've just seen that they've all transformed on the inside. Well, let's face it, they are smoking.
Let's face it, they're fucking hot. Let's give them a loud applause. Look at her satanic jewelry necklace she's wearing. Yeah, okay. We see you, Hollywood.
Coming up, the judges make their first cut. And later, the lingerie competition still to come.
Guys, there's a lingerie competition coming up, okay?
The first ever Swan pageant. From Los Angeles, the most unusual competition ever devised.
That is actually accurate. The most unusual competition ever devised. I'm here with that. That was not false advertising. Northern Bastard says, it's also to cover my balding noggin. Oh, the hat. Yeah, I mean, balding means you have extra testosterone. Blue Collar says, Lance has got to let him loose on Tuesdays. Kills the fun. Lol. The Terminator 2 stream was epic when Gary went on a 10-minute laughing fit. Yeah, I see what you're saying. This is so stupid, lol. And all the people cheering for this. I know, you got a whole stadium of people clapping. Like, nobody's like, this is wrong. Just be bald, Northern English Bastard. We don't care. Yeah. Smokin', says Boosh. Good. So misogynistic. I agree. Let's continue with
It's the Swan pageant. Who will walk away with the prize?
Okay.
Will it be Beth Lay from Milton, Washington? Marnie Regevich from Chesterfield, Michigan? Belinda
Reminder
Basal from Las Vegas, Nevada?
In case you forgot.
Christina Tyree from Rancho Cordova, California? Kelly Alemi from Abingdon, Maryland? Cindy Engel from San Diego, California? Serena Voigt from Denver, Colorado? Marlene Norman from Victorville, California?
You guys see what I mean when I say repetitive? Repetitive as hell. Boosh is into Marnie. Okay. I'm still on Team Kelly. That's why it was fun to just watch the first episode.
Welcome back to the Swan pageant. Now, we've introduced all 9 contestants and relived each of their journeys to the pageant stage. It's been an incredible challenge for all of these women just to get through the Swan program and make it here tonight. Oh, yes. Now,
misogyny.
People have asked us, why end a makeover series with a pageant? Well, we wanted to give the women in the Swan program the ultimate motivation. Take a look at what they've been up to in preparation for the big night.
Blue Collar says, God is cruel. Full head of hair, but small dick.
6 days a week for the
Some
last
chicks
month.
like that.
Each day starts with 3 hours in the gym.
All right, come on, you guys. A minute. Step it up, y'all. Step it up.
On their journey from flab to fab, collectively, the contestants have lost more than 200 pounds.
200 pounds. That's one blue collar loser right there. Boosh says, God, Cindy got so much work done. That's crazy. They carved bones out of her face, man. I know, right? Big same Blue Collar says he'll trade. Yeah. Megan would rather be bald and have a big dick. All right. Northern's Bastard says, that's why we need Enzo to make the repetition bearable. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. This is one of those shows where Megan kind of regrets showing it to me because I was like, I got to go do a show about this. I got to talk about it to my friends.
Hi. Welcome to pageant rehearsal.
But walking like a beauty queen isn't as easy as it looks.
Check out those babies. God, I hope I don't fall. Here comes God.
It's harder work than any had imagined.
I think I'm doing pretty good. There's definitely room for improvement.
In between workouts and dance class, the girls got a chance to strut their stuff for a photo spread in People
Yeah,
magazine.
photo spreads.
Afterwards, they descended upon
Northern English Bastard says hair made him look more handsome. I disagree. You gotta go, just go bald. Just shave it. You'll look tough. You know, grow a beard. I don't know. They went through walking boot camp, says Boosh. Yeah. They just kind of lifted some weights and did some treadmill stuff. Nothing insane. They mostly did diets, calorie deficits, you know, deficits.
Tonight, it's all down to the wire as one of these women is crowned the Swan. Who will it be?
Stop clapping, you monsters.
Judges will select our 6 semi-finalists. Remember, they're being judged on beauty, poise, and their overall transformation. But we all know that the true test of a woman's confidence is how she feels in her bathing suit. So let's start with a woman who used to think she might never smile in public. Marlene!
Chinese girl. You know which girl is which based on which hang-up they had. You know? Hook nose girl. Oh, that's Cindy. Fucking love handles. Oh, that's my girl so-and-so.
To enter a room and turn heads.
This girl is super jealous or super butthurt about her husband cheating on her, girl. But still, you saw those 9s, right? Those are all 9s. Let's see, bikinis. Serena. Oh, yeah. See, I like Serena. And 8s. All 8s. Like, what the fuck? What's wrong? Because she doesn't have big fake titties? All right, here's my girl, Kelly. What a great swimsuit. Very aloha, Hawaii. 8s. Boo! Like, I'm already knowing that she's going to lose, you know? Here's Rachel. Here's Meg's girl. Look at this. 9, 9-8, 9-8, 9-9, 9-5. Like, what the fuck? What? Do me and Boosh just have poor taste? Meg says, we're all so much better than those losers who watch shows like this. Yeah, exactly. To be fair, the sign said applause, Enzo, says Boosh. Yeah, you're right. Now, this is a belly dancer girl. Like, holy shit, her body was like, yeah, like, again, a little bit of a butterface here, but drastic improvement for her body. And yeah, you can still see her big tummy tuck scar in the swimsuit, but dude, like, whoa, like vast improvement on this this area right here. So good job, Christina. Still 7s, 8s, not good. Marnie hasn't been on a date in 10 years. Boosh, come on. 9s, low 9s.
And finally, the woman who used to be ashamed of her body, it's Cindy.
It's Nose Girl, Cindy, the one who looked like a witch. Give it up for Cindy. Oh, shit, mid-9s. Oh, shit, she did better than the last girl. She did better than Marnie. Boosh is okay with a little scar. He has several. Okay. The rabbi did not do the circumcision right? He had to go a couple tries. I gotcha. Everybody dancing, rattle and show your pussy. Okay, we get it. Who wins? It doesn't matter. Oh, I'm skipping my minutes. Hang on. All right, let's just see the finalists. Here we go. These are the girls that make it. All right, good job. We got Marnie, Rachel, Megan's chick, Chloe, and Cindy.
Semi-finalist this evening.
Who makes it to the final round?
It's Serena Voigt.
Serena from Denver, Colorado. Oh, wait, there's one more finalist that's making it, guys. Who's it going to be? Cindy's 100% fake.
Our sixth and last semi-finalist tonight.
The last semi-finalist.
It's Kelly Lemmy.
My girl! This is great because she was the underdog, you know? We didn't think she was going to win. Boosh says, and my shoulder, my knees, my back, pyloristenosis when I was a baby, and part of my intestine was removed. Oh, nice. You have that scar. Hell yeah. Blue Collar says, I mean, every one of them is out of my league, as are most women. Not true, Blue. Not true at all. Blue Collar, you need to find like a fat, rich, old woman. You know, that's like go for a woman that isn't, you know, conventionally in your bag, but you'll be doing her a favor. You'll both be 70. You know what I mean?
Semi-finalists go face to face with our judges.
But it'll both be like big improvements.
Show off their new bodies in the lingerie competition.
Get like a kind old widow who has a bunch of money, who, you know, just needs the tender love of a young man like yourself.
Modeling designer gowns that have been created especially for them and wearing beautiful sparkling jewelry by Raffinity, it is our 6 Swan pageant semi-finalists. Wearing Claire's collection, Cindy.
All right, here's the gown part. We get it. They all wear fancy dresses. The snoo lass is giving me Gina Carano cross with Zoe Bell vibes. I'm kind of digging it. All right. Again, there's Rachel. There's Meg's girl. Here's Boosh's girl, Marnie.
Wearing St. Lucie, Serena.
Serena from Denver, 100%.
And wearing Alacadorian, it's Kelly.
Woo, Kelly! Yeah, you're my girl. You guys realize what we're cheering for, right? Let's we be reminded what we're clapping for right now. The sick parading of flesh that has been mutilated to fit 21st century standard beauty norms. Ew.
Random card with the name of one of our judges.
I think we should bring this show back, honestly.
The contestant will then be asked one question about their transformation, and ladies, you will each have 20 seconds to answer your question, okay? Best of luck. Alrighty, Cindy, you're up first.
Now, I definitely thought you guys should see this part, you know, where we're going to interview the ladies and do the questionnaire. Let's see how they do on their studies.
Amanda, I'll choose this one. Okay. Okay, Valerie Trott.
Cindy, you've been away from your husband and children for 4 months now. Do you feel that your decision to come here is worthwhile?
I do. I have been away from my family for 4 months now, and it has been worth it. It's been difficult, although it's been worth it. In the long run, we're all going to pay off for the benefits. I'm happier. I'll be a happier mom, happier wife. Well, everything's just going to be great. It's definitely worth it. And with all their love and support, I've been able to get through the program. And I appreciate them and love them.
You know, I think you're right, Northern English Bastard. If this is the girl you're talking about, Gina Carano with Zoe Bell vibes. Is this the one you're talking about? Cindy, the one with the witch nose? Like I said, Cindy had the most drastic facial improvement. She went from looking like dude's maid to hot Latina chick. Unless, of course, you're talking about someone else. Then disregard. So yeah, she misses her kids. Okay, 8s, 9s. Good for you.
Thank you very much. Cindy Engel.
All right, get off the stage. We're done with you. Go over there.
Okay, Beth, it's your turn next. Come on over. Choose a card, Beth. Thank you. Micro 8. You get to ask Beth a question.
Since you've been away from your husband for so long, what do you think your marriage is going to be like once this is all over and once you go home?
I think being here with the Swan program has helped me work through a lot of my emotional issues that I had in my relationship with my husband.
Yeah, basically, he wants to go down on me again, and things are great, and I trust him now. This is the girl who could not trust her husband at all because, like I said, he kissed a woman at a bar. Yeah, maybe it was a dude. A man wanted to kiss me, and I did, but I'll just tell her, you know, that I did it with a guy, that I did it with a woman, and she'll get less mad, right? Less weirded out. Northern English Bastard says, to give them credit, at least the surgeons did great jobs while the ones who did Madonna failed big time. I was talking about the one with a bit of build. Yeah, like I said earlier, you missed it, but I was saying, like, when ugly people get plastic surgery, they look good. When attractive people get plastic surgery to avoid aging, they look terrible. So, yeah, you can't fight Father Time, but, you know, you can fight Father Love Handle. You know, you can fight Father, you know, lips are a little thin. You know, you can fight Father My titties are too tiny. I want them bigger. You can fight those fathers. You can't fight Father You're getting old. Father Time. Okay, so yeah. Word to the wise.
And
so yeah, me and Northern English Bastard are like perfect candidates for plastic surgery, right? Because we'll look somewhat normal after we get it done. You know, get an ear tuck here and a nose narrowing there or whatever.
I think once I go home with all the tools that I've been given by Dr. Yanni and by Nellie's advice, I think I'm definitely going to be able to work through my emotional issues and our marriage is going to be better.
Now, Chloe, Beth, I'm sorry, this is Beth. I don't know why I keep calling her Chloe. Now, Beth is the most mannish, I think, of the bunch, before and after.
Thank
so,
you. Beth Lay.
If you're into that sort of thing.
Rachel Fraser, you're up next. Enjoy me.
Rachel, give it up for Meg's girl.
Judith Regan.
Rachel, now that you've completed the Swan program, have you exceeded your expectations?
Now that I've completed the Swan program, I do believe that I have exceeded my expectations because before the program, I don't believe I put a lot of expectations on myself. And through the program, I've learned that I matter a lot and that I have a lot to give to this world and that I have to be able to believe in myself. And in order to do that, I have to have confidence.
I love how they cue the wind chimes to signal that she's done answering her question. Nines, 2 10s? She had 2 10s for her answer?
Thank you very much, Rachel.
Like, let's really go back and analyze her answer there. Is that really a 10 answer? First of all, the first thing she does, which is a little strange, is she just repeats the question, which is classic.
A lot, and that I have my expectations because
Let's see here.
I think being here with the Swan
No,
program has helped
too
me
far.
work through a lot.
God damn it.
I don't believe I put it.
All right.
Your expectations?
Have you exceeded your expectations now that you've completed the Swan program? All right. Classic bullshit. First thing you do is repeat the question word for word and then start bullshitting. But she bends over awkwardly and kind of starts like, I don't know. She's talking like an essay. She's reading an essay. I guess that's a good thing, but it's a bad essay. Let's hear this again.
Now that I've completed the Swan program, I do believe that I have exceeded my expectations, because before the program, I don't believe I put a lot of expectations on myself. And through the program, I've learned that I matter a lot and that I have a lot to give to this world, and that I have to be able to believe in myself. And in order to do that, I have to have confidence.
Okay, content-wise, great answer, great message. Her delivery, just a little robotic, a little strange, a little forced, a little farcical, I'd say. 2 10s, Jesus. I think she persuaded some of the judges somehow, specifically the model photographer guy. He had alone time with all these girls while taking sexy photos with them, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if he approached all of them. And hey, if you really want to win, you gotta, do some things here in the shoot that you may not be proud of, or may be proud of. If you're proud of them, then yeah, that'll be extra points. And if you do a good job at these things, then yeah, extra points. So if you want to win it, you gotta, have some, modeling time with me. Lucky's one of the judges. Some do look like dudes, but some carry the build well. It depends, says Northern English Bastard. It's 100% a scripted response. Yeah, I'm starting to think that the show is fake.
Marnie, during your time in the Swan program, what have you learned about self-esteem that you would like to pass on to your 2 children?
I've learned so much about self-esteem by being at the program. I learned that you only limit yourself, and
you see already how Marnie's talking like a normal human. Like she says, she pauses briefly. She's like breathing. She doesn't just talk like a robot who's saying things that are scripted and read to them in a strange robotic tone. She's like, dude, I've learned a lot. There's so much I could teach my kids, man. Holy crap, dude. My name's Marnie.
You can accomplish so much more than you think. And you just always have to put your best foot forward and always do the best you can. And
Jesus Christ. This looks like a mugshot. You know what I mean? This looks like a most wanted, like a APB bulletin, like what?
And hopefully that will make your life easier.
Thank you, Marnie.
Again, they signal her with the wind chimes like, all right, you're done. Again, 8s, 9, 8. You suck, Marnie. Rachel is a goddamn intellectual powerhouse, okay? And she's built like a brick house. So, it looks like Rachel's winning score-wise. I'm sorry. I hate to say it.
Thank you.
Bush says he thinks he dated her when she was on the line. Cool.
Serena!
It's like, hey, I need a place to stay, mister. Gas station.
Susie Castillo.
Hi, Serena. This has obviously been a life-changing experience for you. Who is Serena today, and what are your plans for the future?
Serena today is a person who loves to still do for other people and to bring good into the world, but knows that in order to do that more fully, she needs to do it for herself first.
I love the accent.
And again, I don't know what the future holds, but I know there's so much out there, and I want to go forth and give joy and just have a great time with it.
It's that great, like, light country accent. It's very, very sexy. It's much better than that Irish accent that the host has.
Okay, judges, record those scores for us, please. Okay, thank you. Serena Voigt. And last, but by no means least, Kelly Lemmy.
Kelly Lemmy. Her name's fun to say, too.
Which can mean only one thing. Kelly, this question, it's from me. Kelly, do you feel as if you've been able to let go of the past and finally be comfortable in your own skin?
Now, what are the odds that the hostess is the one who gets the last question card? Like, that seems a little staged, right? Or a very happy accident. Oh, well. Because that's the thing, guys. It's like, it's all scripted. It's all staged. But you have to understand, back in the reality TV show days, it was like, no, they didn't really give a fuck. Scripting it requires more work. Staging it requires more work than just, having the fucking women do all the work. like it's really all on the contestants a lot of these times for these reality shows from the early 2000s.
I feel completely comfortable in my own skin. Before I entered the Swan program,
I could not look in a mirror and tell myself that I was beautiful. I can do that now. I could not wear a bathing suit in public, and I've done that on national TV, and I'm very confident in myself, very happy with what I've achieved here, and I have a new start at life, and I'm just so excited to begin.
Okay, look, I never said Kelly was like, you know, a fucking savant or anything. I never said that she was a tower of insight, but still, she got some 9s. She got a 9.9 from Castillo, the model, so that's good.
Because next, they must model in lingerie. Do not go away.
All right, good. They saved the lingerie category for last, thank God. Boosh says, you can stay in my room or the guest room, a.k.a. the bathroom, says Boosh.
From Los Angeles, welcome back to the most...
All right, yes, we get it. Let's get to the fucking... please.
When I walk out in my lingerie, I want people to see my confidence. I work for it. I'm going to show it on.
Good job, Cindy. A lot of 9s. Not a 9. Whoa, Mr. Ruiz does not like that. M. Ruiz, the photographer. She did not put out to the photographer guy. Okay. All right, let's see Manish. Let's see the man.
I put both hands like this.
Told me I look famous. I was like, all right, let's play this out then.
Got it all going on.
See what I mean?
You look amazing.
Everything all together.
Nice.
I feel really sexy right now.
Woo! Okay, she looks good. She's wearing a little nightie. Good job. All right. Now, this was bad. Megan, I agree. I don't like this neck thing she's wearing. Seems very, seems a little bit much. But attitude, guys. That's what matters. All right, we get it. We get it. Let's see what she looks like. Okay, great. All right, moving on. Next girl. Oh, my God, 9s. Dude, why do they love her so much? Guys, I think she's going to win. All right, I'm not... Marnie looking good. Marnie kind of looks like Diz from Starship Troopers. She's giving me those vibes, you know? All right, great. Good for her. Let's see her. Again. Okay, great. Good job. Yes. Improvements all around. Handshakes all around, doctors. Good job. Let's see those scores. All right. Yeah, no. Obviously, Rachel's already done better than everybody. Let's see, Denver, Colorado girl. Yeah, her hair a bit too much. Let's see. Okay, all right, I get it. She looks good. I am woman, hear me roar. Okay. Boosh is rooting for Rachel now. Yeah. I was gonna say a slutty Alyssa Hannigan. That's what she looks like. Yeah, Kelly does kind of look like that. Yeah, you're right.
And finally, all eyes are on Kelly Lemmy.
Kelly. Let's see that again. Come on.
All eyes are on Kelly Lemmy.
Guys, this is a show. I'm not doing this. All right. It's like amazing, dude. No, they did it again. Okay, that wasn't me that last time.
Ladies and gentlemen, here she is.
Kelly Lemmy. Oh, she got the fan blow. All right.
I've never been one to stand there in front of someone in lingerie. I feel comfortable enough and confident enough that I can.
She's never stood in front of someone in lingerie. Her poor boyfriend. So fucking repetitive. Yeah, this show is bad. Like I said, I'm very glad that we're revisiting the show, just the first and last episodes. I saved you guys a whole lot of time. Even if I fucking spend an extra like 30 minutes to an hour talking about the show.
Well, if you had told these ladies 4 months ago that they would be wearing lingerie and competing in a beauty contest, they wouldn't have believed it. Now, let's take a look at our 6 semi-finalists one last time.
We get it. God damn it. We get it.
Swan. Began the Swan program with over Remember, this pageant is unique because it's the only one in which the contestants are judged not just on beauty and poise alone, but on their overall transformation.
Right. Okay. Continuing. I think we're getting to the final round.
You've made it this far, and they have truly been an inspiration to us all.
Top three.
We will, of course, be seeing you later when we crown one of these three ladies.
These three are making it to the they got Beth, Rachel, and Cindy. They made it. So goodbye, Kelly. Hate to watch you go, but I love to watch you leave. Hate to see you go. Love to watch you leave. That's what it is. Yeah, Kelly is crazy hot. Yeah, exactly. I agree. I think she lost because of her height and her weight. But still, I'll take her. Boosh says you wouldn't have believed it. Now we have destroyed their lives with plastic surgery and false confidence. Applause. I agree. We're almost done, guys.
World, and they have to believe I am.
The Swan. One of you is just moments away from being crowned the Swan. I think you know that by now. But before we crown the winner, there is just one more test for these three ladies. Each of you will have 30 seconds to tell the judges why you deserve to be the Swan. So, Rachel, if you'd like to start.
The reason I would like to be the Swan is I believe that this program has given me so much. It's given me my self-esteem.
The reason I want to be the Swan is because the Swan has given me so much, and I love to be the Swan. And being the Swan would be excellent because I could be the Swan.
And a sense of who I am. And now I'd like to actually be able to give that back and teach everybody else that they matter, that they have a world, and that they have to believe in themselves and that they can bring out the best that they can possibly be. Because even though you might think it's a dream, they do come true. And I'm living proof of that standing here right now today.
Woo! It was the little hand thing. That's what won it for her. This right here clinched it for her.
Possibly be because
bam, that's what did it. That's why she won. That's why she had the best answer, I think.
Even though you might think it's a dream, they do come true. And I'm living proof of that standing here right now today.
Woo! Did you hear that one lady, man?
Standing here right now today.
That one lady loved that fucking answer. Fuck yeah, Rachel! Whoa! Woo!
Thank you, Rachel. Beth, tell the judges why you deserve to be the Swan.
Yeah, go on, Beth. I'm not a man. I mean, look at these shoulders, especially in pre-surgery Beth. Pre-Swan Beth. I mean, dude, like, yeah, put some stubble on her. That's a man. Like, I would not doubt it. That's a dude, you know? I don't know.
I came here with very low self-esteem about myself. And with the help of all of the doctors, the dentist, the trainer, Nellie, and Dr. Yanni, I found my heart and soul here. I have a man in my life who I love dearly. And will be
I have a man in my life, and it's me.
with him forever. And if I can just share this with one person, then I've accomplished one goal in my life. And that's why I think I deserve to be the Swan.
Yeah, so her and her husband, boyfriend, they worked it out in the bedroom. You can tell things are all right. DJ Play Night's still here. Should have led with thanks to God, my mom, and Da Vinci veneers. Yes, exactly. Yes, thank you, God. The surgeons would hate that shit if you went up and thanked God. Oh, thank you, God. The surgeons would be like, you bastard, you bitch, how dare you? We're the gods now. It's like that movie Malice with Alec Baldwin. I am God. You thank me now. I did this. You think God did that to you? I'm the one who sculpted your body, chiseled it, perfected it, molded it as if Da Vinci himself made it.
Thank you, Beth. And finally, Cindy, take stand.
I feel that any one of us here tonight could represent a Swan. beautifully. We've all worked so hard. I would be
She
honored
did
if
beat
I am
Kelly.
selected to represent the
Touche,
Swan.
boosh.
I would not only
Yeah,
represent
I
the
know.
women who came up here on the stage tonight, but all of you, everyone who had a dream and went for it. Never, despite being brought down.
Yeah, Cindy. I don't know. I think, like I said, Cindy. I gotta give props. I would have much rather had Kelly beat up there instead of Beth. But I think Cindy does deserve to be up here because of the drastic fucking nose job she got, dude. Like she took it like a champ. And she's a MILF. She's got 2 kids that like her and stuff. She's got a good family. So I was happy to see Cindy get up here in top 3. So Northern English Bastard says dreams can come true until you lose the surgeons, turn your back into the hideous beast you were, and doom you to live the rest of your life alone and ugly. Yeah, that's kind of the horror movie aspect I talked about it. Yeah, you got it. I know. Biggest transformation. You understand.
Okay, well, each of you certainly deserves to be standing here tonight. It's come down to that final moment you've been waiting for. When we return, one of these 3 girls...
Oh, God. When we press Alt forward a couple times, we will find out who wins. Jesus. Here we go.
Well, it's the moment we have all been waiting for.
Now, what sucks is we saw everyone's scores. So if you guys don't know who's going to win at this point, you haven't been paying attention.
One of these 3 finalists is about to be crowned the Swan. Now, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Tonight's event is more than just a pageant. It's a celebration of everyone whose lives were transformed by our program.
And no one else.
So we brought back all of our pageant contestants, and all of them are wearing a gorgeous diamond necklace designed with 3 stones representing their past, present, and future.
Oh, but what about the girls who lost their binary rounds? Yeah, they get nothing. They got a new face that they have to get used to, and that's it.
And ladies, as a reward for your accomplishments on the Swan program, those
Rachel,
diamond necklaces are yours to keep forever.
You said it 30 times, you fucking Irish
Okay,
Australian
we are down
weirdo.
to Rachel, Beth, and Cindy.
The
Just a
sad
moment, one of
reality
these
is
3 ladies
pretty
will be
privilege
crowned the Swan.
exists. Absolutely. That's how the world works. And these girls now get to experience it.
Our winner walk away without something more. So let's take a look at all of the amazing prizes in store for our very first Swan.
All right, we've already seen this. Okay, they get a modeling contract. They get a fucking university degree. They get to stay in Waikiki at the hotel and golf club for a week. They get to stay in Las Vegas for a few days. They also get a Marty Robbins nonsense and Jaguar and $50,000. Okay. They also get a bunch of clothes and a bunch of other fucking beauty products, spray tans. They get a bunch of crap, guys. Doesn't matter.
In addition to the transformation of a lifetime.
In addition to all the surgeries. Exactly.
Okay, I have in my hand the judge's decision.
The judges who
Before we
voted for
crown
them
the
are
Swan,
chugging
let's just take another look at
penicillin.
the amazing transformations of our 3 finalists. Rachel Love Fraser.
Oh my God. Really? We're going to do this again? Guys, come on. We get it. That's what they look like. Good job. Let's go. Who wins?
Journey is self-described ugly ducklings. And
All right, who gets 3rd place? I'm skipping, guys.
Cindy Ingle.
Cindy. All right, 3rd place. Good job. Who gets 2nd place? Beth gets 2nd, so Rachel wins. Okay, you guys get it. Holy shit. What a terrible fucking fucked up show that just glorifies, the male gaze. Like, literally, women are only valuable if they're attractive. I loved it. I loved the show. It was so stupid. But yeah, definitely don't watch the whole show. And if you do, watch it weekly. Watch it once a week. Wait a while. Do not binge it. You'll be like me and Meg, where after episode 3 or 4, we're like, all right, that's enough. I can't see these chicks getting their fucking faces sliced open anymore. It's so bad. Bullfor, the male gaze. Exactly. Yes. Boosh says, and the show is only about 25 minutes long. Yeah, no. Yeah. Each episode is 45 minutes long and there's 2 two-parters. So yeah, they just repeat the same crap over and over. Yeah. When you trim out the fat, yeah, each episode is easily 25 minutes. It's easily 15 minutes of padding. I would not be surprised. Plus the commercials extended out to an hour back in those days. God damn, dude. What a terrible time to be alive. It's much better nowadays where I can just watch anything I want for free at the click of a button whenever I want. And it's not going to last. Eventually the internet will get taken down. Eventually these pirate sites will get dealt with. But until then, woohoo! Why do you think it's that way? It's that we stay up so late. Oh, why do you think it's that we stay up so late? Because we sleep in. That's why. I am a left-brained individual. My work is a creative field, so it's not uncommon for the witching hour to take effect for me. It's not uncommon for me to be cooking or cleaning or doing a lot of work on the computer at 3 a.m. Even if I try to go to bed early, like I'll go to bed at 10, I'll still wake up around 2 or 3. And you know what? I'll just wake up and work till sunrise, and then I'll go to bed sunrise and sleep till, 2 or 3 in the afternoon. That's how it works. This is Marnie. She's ugly. Now to commercials. Marnie is ugly. She has a family. Now to commercials. Marnie is no longer ugly. She used to be ugly, but now she's hot. And now to commercials. Yeah, you're right, Boosh. That's how it is. That's how it is watching a lot of those animes, too. Some of those anime shows that were like really regarded. Like I remember Guyver, the bio boosted armor. I love the Guyver movie. The remake anime was really cool. But yeah, so much recapping, so much coming up next on next week's episode. Who gives a shit? Just let's do the show. Like those people who make those abridged versions and put them on the internet, those people are gods among men. Okay. If you take a show like the Swan and took out all the fucking repetitive shit, just trimmed it to just the bare essence. In fact, I should do that. Shit, I'll do it. I'll do it, guys. And I'll put it up as a bonus feature. I'll start an extra channel in case it gets taken down. But still, Blue Collar, changing the subject. I finished Chucky season 3. Man, that show pads the episodes. The ending was good. Chucky nukes the North Pole. Oh my God, does he kill Santa? That's not cool. Spoilers, dude. I loved Brad Dourif. He was in episode 9 and 10 and The Ghost of Chucky for 74. He looks great. Yeah, I always love him as Worm Tongue in Lord of the Rings. Also, Chucky's also great. He's in a lot of good stuff. Boosh says Stupenzo is the hero we need. No, he's the hero you deserve. That's that's how it works. All right, guys. Well, it's been 3 hours and 11 minutes. So it's my favorite band, 311. Amber is the color of your energy. Just kidding. I don't like that band very much. In fact, I think that's the only song I know from them. But yeah, we've been going at 3 hours, 11 minutes. So I guess I'll play us out and have a good night, good week. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to be on Lance's channel, obviously, to talk about some movies we watched. But also, I think I'm going to release a highlight, Dorkside highlight video for the first time in forever. And it's going to be the last 20 minutes of the stream last night. Me and Boosh talked about my very talented son. That's going to be a fun little video. And then Wednesday, we got the We Watch premiere, 2:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, of the boxing intergalactic space alien boxing movie Arena. Me and Dudicus watched it, and it was incredible. It was actually pretty good. Megalodon's been here all night. Thank you so much for being here, Meg. Good night, fellas, she says. Blue Collar says he sent nukes to the North Pole because he's like, fuck Santa. I was laughing hard. Is Santa actually real? Or does he just say fuck Santa like it's a joke, knowing Santa's not real, and still bombs the North Pole? Bombing the North Pole, yeah, that's pretty hardcore. That would definitely cause a lot of radioactive fallout to parts of Russia, Iceland, Greenland, Canada. I don't think that'd be good. I don't think all those places would get fallout, but one of those places would be at risk of getting fallout for sure. So anyway, Boosh says, I forgot to hit the like. Check if you hit it. Don't worry about hitting the like button. JJJR says, party blower, clapping, peace sign, and what is that? A tombstone chocolate bar? I don't know what that is, but thank you, JJJR. Thank you for being here. Boosh says, I was dying. Our son is so talented. Enzo. Yeah. You guys got to check that highlight out tomorrow, or just watch the last stream from yesterday. I was literally in tears for our son, Enzo. Yeah, it was good. I don't know. He bombs it anyway, says Blue Collar. Okay. So no Santa. 311 from my hometown. Ooh, DJ, play nice. My brother sold weed to the bass player, and yeah, nobody knows much more than Amber. Yeah, exactly. I know some chicks that loved 311 and had their whole discography, so I get it. It's chick rock, like Incubus, you know. It's like, yeah, they rock, but you know, chicks like them, you know, like dudes don't really like that shit. Or if they do like it, it's to get chicks, you know, like, yeah, I'll jam some Incubus. You know why? Because chicks like it. That's it. All right, guys. Well, it's been great hanging out with you and talking about this stupid fucking show. And Fox is evil. And like I said, if they claim this and decide to want to own it and take it off the internet, that's on them. Because I don't know who would want to keep who would want to claim ownership of this atrocity. But anyway, what is it? 2 more comments. They were total chick rock. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. My sweetheart like 311, says Boosh, which means I like 311. Yeah, exactly. It's like my girlfriend's a vegetarian, so I'm a vegetarian, right? No, I would never do that. I would definitely I would sneak meat in her food without her knowing. All right, guys, it's been cool hanging. What do I play us out with? Let's do the Steamboat Willie outro. Here we go.